up. Let me do the open.
Welcome back.
Oh, he
to
sent
the
me an
Hank
April Fool's thing.
Strange
It's actually pretty
situation.
good.
Boom!
Lifestyles
There
of
it
the
goes.
locked
The
and
open.
loaded.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel
It's
for
completely
all the
clean
people
too.
out there.
Oh,
Come on, let's do jazz hands. We are live. Come on, you can see everyone doing jazz hands now. I don't have to do any switching right now. We are live. I hope you got your big girl panties on. This is episode 354 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. And we've got, let's see, we've got Trey here. I'm going to go to, there he goes. There's Trey in the building from Aries Firearms Training, newly minted in all permissions, right, Trey?
Oh yeah, everything's golden.
Awesome, awesome. There goes
I am
Walter Keller.
legit.
There goes Walter Keller, Safety Harbor Firearms. Walter, you might want to angle your camera down a little bit.
down.
There you go, right there. Okay,
Down.
that's good.
Oh, look, I
Awesome.
got the rocking the
Yeah, Walter's here.
Liberty Suppressors t-shirt
Yes,
on.
you can see the Liberty Suppressor. That's awesome. Then we got
Nice.
the man, the myth, the legend,
The troublemaker?
Babyface
Can I-
P. He's also
can I be
here.
considered that?
Key.
Yeah,
Buckshot's keeper.
yeah, exactly.
right.
Is it son of Buckshot? What do we call that? Son of Buckshot?
He's
Yeah, that's called birdshot, isn't it?
That's the next one.
Yeah, neck bone. So, tonight's show, it's Free for All Monday, of course. So that's, these guys always do Free for All Monday with me. It's Free for All Monday. Also, the subject, the upcoming TGC panel at the NRA show, which is actually brought to you by Barnauls. You guys, I made a statement about it today. You guys can ask me anything that you want to about that. I am totally 100% happy to answer questions, field your comments, and deal with that whole thing. I will get into it and explain it all here for everyone who needs to have stuff explained to them and what have you. So, what's up with you guys? How was your weekend, fellas?
Not too bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah. I see someone's telling me, who is this? Richard Hughes is saying we got low bit rate. Lola, I hope you're not on the internet, woman.
I'll see if I can. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
look.
Yeah,
Oh,
Lola,
so
if you need to get off the stuff.
That looks fine.
Okay, you're saying
It looks fine to me. I'm looking on my tablet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
it looks
just
great.
check those things and make sure there's nothing on there. Yeah, it might come in like that to some people, but let me know.
yeah, the only thing I see is there's a delay between what I see in your audio and your video. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
there's a delay with us, and that's about it. Everything looks good.
Yeah, don't worry about it too much, guys. We're trying out something new here to make it easier to do all this stuff. So,
It is all sorts of crazy though, because
Yeah. By the
you
way,
got
I'm gonna
two
change.
of the same video, and oh man,
Yeah. Don't look at your other videos. Just be in the moment and have. Oh,
Trey's on there
let's
twice
switch.
though.
Trey, no, you're on there. Here, let
Nope.
me fix this.
No,
Let me
no,
fix
now
this.
Walter's back.
Let me
I don't
take-
know what's
let
going
me
on
take
with this
everyone
thing.
out of it. Look, there's
I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
just Trey. There's just Trey and Babyface P. Here, I'll just go to me. Boom. That'll simplify it for
I
right
gotta
now.
watch that. Let's see here.
Yeah. Okay. So what I want to do is explain that whole thing. I'm gonna read
wow.
the comment that I put up there after I explain why I even made a comment about this thing. This thing goes down every this will be the third year. So they've
Fourth.
already done two of them. This will be the third one coming up.
No. Fourth year. He said fourth year.
Is it the fourth year? I don't.
Yeah,
think so.
I watched his video and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is the fourth year going or something like that." So.
Okay, all right. Maybe I'm wrong right there. I'll take that. The thing is that so every year when this happens at the NRA show, there's people like, "Oh, how come you're not on that thing?" And I know I've gotten a lot of comments from people, including some people who are on that thing, saying that this is not the diversity panel. This is the gun collective panel. Absolutely. It's their panel. They can do whatever they want to with it. I can also say what I think about it. And from my point of view, the thing that's happening is every year, here, I'll cut in Babyface as well. Every year what happens is that people ask me, like, what happened? How come you're not on that thing? And I have to explain to everyone, you guys.
Because you weren't invited.
Yeah, absolutely. But when I say, you know what, I'm not on it because I'm not on it. I wasn't invited to it. Then I have to explain, well, why? Because people out there think that everyone in the gun world gets along together and we all know each other. And we all like each other and we do things together. You know, we all
Trey,
take showers.
do all the range people get along?
Oh yeah, like you know, we all hold hands and do kumbaya every weekend.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, somehow I doubt that ever
Do all
happens.
manufacturers get along? Oh,
Oh no, y'all
No.
definitely do not get along.
fuck
I
yeah.
can tell you that.
There's so many.
I actually have separate ranges for you guys to all come out and shoot on, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's little cliques for everybody. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely, there's all these little things that go on, but every year I have to explain that to everyone, and most people don't understand it. I think a lot of you guys have heard like Rod Mills come on here and ask me about it. And it was already starting to happen again this year that people are asking me. People have asked them. A lot of times I say, ask those guys. All I could tell you is I'm not on it. I honestly don't want to be on it. There's a lot of clicks and things like that going on here in the whole YouTube world. So anyway, let me get through that. And just for the people who did not, if you're not on Instagram, as a matter of fact, I can even pull up my Instagram thing if I want to. But what I actually can do really easily here is pull up. This is what I wrote here, but I'm going to read it to you guys. So what's wrong with this picture? I put up a picture. I said, what's wrong with this picture? And then I said, I guess TGC is not aware of any people of color or any women or any example of diversity in the YouTube Second Amendment community. I'm not posting this because I want to have anything to do with this panel. I already know I'm blacklisted from the cliques and circles TGC moves in, which that's 100% true. I'm posting this in the third go-around for this event because folks in the community for the past 2 years always reach out to me to point out the fact that there is something missing here. This is an example of fuddery in the gun community at its worst, and maybe it's time to stop this bullshit. If you or those around you ask the question of whether or not there's a bias in our world, well, here is a glaring example for you to marinate on. And maybe it's time to take a look at the mirror and make a change, or not. This is my opinion. So that's what I put up for anyone who wants to know. If you want to see, I could probably pull it up. I think I haven't looked.
No, you showed it. You showed it. It came up.
Yeah, but I haven't looked at my Instagram here for a minute.
Oh man.
Here, I'll show my Instagram to you guys just so you can see on the beautiful, powerful technology. There's the dudes. These are the people right here who are on the panel.
Now let me just say something here. You are friends with some of those people.
Absolutely.
Not all of those. Not all those people, probably.
You know what? You're right, Walter. I am friends with those people. Maybe some of those people are mad at me because I'm talking about it, or have anything to say about the panel. It's not like my thing is not towards any of those people who are on the panel. They were obviously invited. My thing is to the people who are organizing it. For the folks who always ask me what's going on with this. It's the NRA. It's the gun world. Do you guys not know each other? I do know John from TGC. I've asked him several times to come here on the show personally, and they've declined. And when there's other folks out there who will tell you that they go into groups and try to ask these guys, hey, what's up? How come you don't come on Hank's show? Or how come Hank's not on the panel? And they either just come up with some kind of bullshit excuse, or they tell those guys they don't like my politics. So,
That's too bad.
Yeah, I mean, but at some point, for me, this thing is not for me. I don't want to be on their panel. I think that there's no way that these guys only know each other and they don't know any. How come there's no women on the panel? Right? There's no women in the gun world. There's no shooters. There's no women that represent manufacturers or women that are representing politics. I know that there are because we've had some of them on this show, right? And there's lots of other people. So the question that I ask myself for the folks out there who keep asking about this is, what's up? I think to me it's kind of obvious, and anyone can say, I'll give you guys a chance to say what you think about it. I think that it's just that they're cliquey.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But, let's just be honest about it, because they're out there calling this the community. And then people come in and they ask them questions and stuff like that. The very first one of these things the first one I went to, I was there. I was watching the panel go on. People were coming up to me and asking me, "Well, how come you're not up there?" And I was like, "I don't know. You're gonna have to ask these guys why I'm not up there." So.
All right. Well.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I find out that I've seen that happens all the time, right? People don't want you to tell them anything about their heroes. They don't want, it's like they feel like I shouldn't say anything if I see something is going on. You guys know me. I don't spend a whole bunch of time telling you, "Oh, this person's doing this to me because I'm black," or anything like that. You know me. When I don't I'm doing my thing here. You see lots of different kinds of people here. Well,
You're black?
Depends on who you ask about that.
Sorry.
Yeah. If you ask Lucretia, you'll get a different answer. but what I find is weird sometimes is if anyone puts up anything and even questions anything, then everyone gets mad. "Oh my God, what are you trying to say? We're racist? Do we have to include people?" Well, if you're going out there, if you're one of those people that's going out there and trying to tell everyone that the Second Amendment is for everyone,
right?
You have to ask yourself what's going on. You got to ask yourself this question that I'm asking. Like, do you not know any of these other people that the Second Amendment is for? And do you not think that maybe an audience out there, it's not like their audience or my audience, it's the audience. It's the people who believe in the Second Amendment, the folks who watch YouTube gun videos that are out there. And I think I know this because they keep coming to me and asking me. They want to know what the hell's going on. So before I get too crazy and get up on my thing, Walter, you sound like you want to say something.
Okay, let me just say I watched a little bit of the Gun Collective guy's thing this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually always watch his show or his little thing, but I watched it today, and I like to see him do one thing. They said the first 500 people will get a prize. Pull the prizes out. So many people go. Pull the prizes out, so somebody doesn't get a little pinky patch or something or whatever, and see how many people actually go to their thing. What are people going for? They're going to get something.
Yeah.
If it's free, it's for me. That's that crowd. You heard that before.
Yeah.
People wait in line 2 hours to get a hot dog. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, you're saying everyone's just going for the prizes, but I think that a lot of to me, it's about the people who are showing up there and what they're looking for. I don't know what you think about that.
I mean, there's some internet celebrity types, I guess you call. I mean, I don't follow all these people. I know of some of them, but I don't follow them because, quite frankly, I have other things to do.
Yeah.
But let's just say when I'm not doing something, sometimes I don't want to do anything with guns.
Yeah,
so,
it looks like someone. Okay, SoCal Gunner. Sorry about this. Let me see if I can just add this to the broadcast. Boom. Let me see. Can I actually move this around? Yeah, there we go. I'll put it right up here. SoCal Gunner in the super chat gave us $20. He says, from SoCal Gunner, now that high cap mags are legal in Cali, we're going to create a shortage. I ordered some.
They already have.
Do that.
And I love it.
I checked on Palmetto State. They said they still had mags.
That's good.
Well, there you go.
Well,
Cali,
they raised the price a little bit, which is not a problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
because I like buying my PMags from AIM Surplus because you get free shipping.
Yeah.
Well, it's been the show's been commandeered over there by the fish tank.
Yeah. Who is that over? Oh, it's DJ. What's up, DJ? Yeah. So, if you guys.
Yeah, AIM Surplus got Colt mags for $15. That's not too bad if you want the pony on it.
Colt subgun mags?
No, Colt AR-15 mags.
Oh yeah. So no, I'm glad. I hope they buy all the freaking mags in the world. That's
absolutely.
Good for everybody.
Kelly, get your mags while you can, without a doubt. By the way, if you're not subscribed, thanks to everyone who's thumbs upping the show. Please do continue the thumbs ups. I know we got a couple of
people don't like you, by the way. You got two thumbs down.
That's fine. That's how it always goes. Okay,
we like you, Hank.
I'm sorry, Gen 3 PMags, $15. Do they still have them in stock?
Yeah.
So those Colt mags.
I'm selling mags also. I'm selling my 60 rounder Surefire mags for $300 to California only.
Oh, you sorry, man.
Why is Trey? Hold on. Trey is in two things. Let me.
He's in two windows.
This is something because he keeps going to solo and then 4 people.
I like when I'm double.
Yeah.
It's all over.
He likes to
I
see
get
two of
nowhere
himself.
for it. I
That's
get
Trey.
nowhere.
For
I like
some
two.
reason, yeah. For some reason,
It
whenever
ain't
I
a
go to
it-
Trey, it's doing that.
It's 2 if it's a party, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
There we go.
Okay.
I got it.
That is not a P-38. It is a 1915 DWM Luger. Hey, I took Walter's spot. There's 2 of me again.
Oh. Look
I
at
No,
love
that
you,
was
Walter.
before. That was before. It's just a little bit behind, so I think I
Okay.
called that up. Yeah. So you are you seriously selling your 300?
Hell no, I'm not selling them. It's just funny because everybody keeps talking about the high capacity mag shortage in California. I'd have drive to California tomorrow with a bunch of mags. It wouldn't be illegal.
Yeah.
Imagine filled like if you lived on the border of California, filled up a truckload.
Park
Oh,
it
yeah.
outside.
Right across the border and be like, all right, we got mags, $20 a
I got
piece.
family in California. Maybe I should start shipping them by the box load.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long do we think that's gonna last? You think that's
I
permanent?
don't think long. I think they're.
They'll be grandfathered in.
That's the only thing is, you got to get them now while they're grandfather. But I think the Ninth Circuit is going to jump in and shut that down
Yeah.
I don't.
because they're known to be anti-gun.
Yeah.
But then I think again, hopefully it'll go.
I always
beyond
get too
that.
much.
Yeah. Someone told me to turn up my mic a little bit. Does that help? Is that?
No, I hear you
can
fine.
make that Better. Okay.
Fine, I mean.
Okay. Just making sure. I did turn it up a little bit. Let me know. Richard Hughes says I got all the mags I need, not as many as opt out of gun control. Okay.
I got an AR mag someplace sitting in a container. I must have 30 or 40 of them somewhere.
I got boxes of them.
And
They're still
go ahead. Oh, now we
they're
got
still
two
in
Walters.
the, they're still
Hold
in the
on.
wrapper too. I didn't even open them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got two Walters. Let's see if
Uh-oh.
we can
I
add
see
a
two
Walter back
Patrick's.
in.
I don't know what Hank is doing to this damn stream.
You
It's
got it
not
on
me.
random or
I
something.
know
It's
it
like-
is. It's like on random or something. I don't know what it's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just chalk it up to the software right now. I'm trying to go through here and see who else we got. Let's see.
Let's see. Let's go down here.
There's 2
Okay.
Walters.
Ah!
Let's see who else we got on here. So everyone's talking about the thing. Vanessa Kitty said hi to you guys.
Hey Vanessa.
Yeah.
I bet you Diane Feinstein's loading up on PMags right now.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the conniption she's having right now?
Oh, she's loading up on.
Maybe it'll kill her. That'd be the best thing that could ever happen, man.
She's having a heart attack.
Heart attack and frickin' die. Oh, sea hag. Wrinkly old
doesn't-
sea.
Walter
Wrinkly
doesn't
old
have any
sea
kind
hag.
of opinion at all.
Well, it comes a time when you go out to pasture and you just take it easy. And these people don't know when it's time. It's time.
Yeah.
So who'd you steal that from, Trey?
My friend, 1915 DWM. Look at that. I think it's a gorgeous
Heard
shit.
it. Is it a magazine match or is it not matching?
Yeah, I wish. I only have one that has a magazine match. You know what? I didn't check this one, to be honest with you.
And then here's the other thing. Feinstein fumes as Trump administration pushes forward with Ninth Circuit nominations without consulting her. It's
Did
not
not-
fucking
It
business, is it?
ain't her fucking job to be consulted. She's not the
No.
frickin' Queen of England or something.
No.
Come on.
Because it's her state. Is that why she thinks she needs to be consulted or something?
Sea hag. Go. No. God damn.
Yeah, Ninth Circuit needs to be overturned anyways. We need some conservatives in there.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I guess is Richard Hughes is still trying to tell me to go up louder, but I think it's fine. I don't.
No, yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah.
Kathy,
Yeah.
music lover. Walter has a crush on Diana. Yeah. Diana.
Aww.
Oh, isn't that special? Yeah. Like a rock crush, like falling off a cliff rock on her or something like that. You know. Anyways.
Yeah.
Let's stay out of that.
Yeah. Just cite in. Go ahead and cite in your.
Die-fi.
Huh?
Die-fi. That's
Yeah.
what Hughes just called her. Die-fi.
Yeah. By the way, I see Gunstreamer is in the chat. Shout out to the Gunstreamer guys.
Yeah, but I just sent him a hey.
They are in the chat. They are chilling with us.
Oh.
By the way, I just moved more videos over to Gunstreamer because they got demonetized on YouTube. So I think there's like 35 videos right now in the banned on YouTube thing. So you guys can check that out. And it's on a $3 tier. So if you support us on there, you'll be able to You'll be able to see those videos as well as you're helping us out. And let me shout out, because we got like 3 people on the contributors so far, and I meant to shout those out here. So let me see if I can find that picture of who that was. Okay, Mike Bryant, shout out to him. He's supporting us on contributors. Fish Ticks also doing it, Fish Ticks, and the Jade Grew. So thanks to those people for supporting us on the Gun Streamer contributors.
Yep.
Yeah, so there you go. Okay, it looks like we're all in the panels. We can do that, like, I can look down at Walter. Walter, you have to look up at me. Like in the Brady Bunch, there you go. Babyface can look down, and then Trey can look up. You know, if you look up, Trey, like that. Yeah, okay,
sure, this says I'm with stupid. That points in one direction.
Yeah.
Hey, can we trade one of the Brady girls for your spot so I can look up?
Okay.
What?
That was funny,
I'm
Walter.
frozen.
Fine. Okay, that was funny.
Hey, you see where creepy Joe Biden's? Everybody's coming out.
Everybody's coming out against him, and he's like, I was.
Oh,
never,
what? I didn't see that.
creepy.
Oh, 2 women have come out accusing him of touching.
Yeah, inappropriately. And he's
Only 2?
yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah. He's the typical. He comes up, he puts their hands on their shoulders, and then he sticks his face right in their hair.
Right next to him. Creepy.
Yeah.
Get a nice smell of the hair. That's always a good move.
Come on, that's normal.
Yeah, get a nice whiff of the
He
air
does
of
that
the,
to
of the hair.
animals, too.
Yeah, he does it to kids too. Creepy, super creepy.
Creepy Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle
There's
Joe.
a bunch of new stuff that people want to talk about here.
Yeah, there's a lot today.
There's a bunch of news things. I think there's there's the Barnauls came out with the minigun. Speaking of Barnauls earlier.
How does that work? I want to know how that functions. Semi-auto minigun.
No, it's a deleaking device.
We also have a dead rapper alert too.
Yeah, you know what? That's unfortunate, man. That's an unfortunate thing. This would count as, I think, the 4th time that I can remember. I don't know. There might be more. But I mean, I remember when when Tupac got killed, Biggie got killed. What was it, last year? The Triple Extacion got killed. And then Nipsey Russell now, unfortunately, got killed.
Nipsey what?
Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle. Excuse me.
Yeah, it threw me for a second.
I'm sorry.
I know who Nipsey Russell is.
Nipsey, yeah, I mixed that up. There's too many people. Lola's over here telling me stuff. There's a whole bunch of different things going on. But yeah, so I don't know what you guys think about that. I think it's, obviously he grew up in the gangs in LA and stuff like that, and that's a whole tough situation that's going on there. I think. I didn't really listen to his music. I'm aware of him because I'm a fan of Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, and I saw him on Gary V, and I was like, oh, this guy's really hustling, working hard, and starting businesses and stuff like that. But unfortunately, sometimes it's hard to escape from the gravity.
Not anymore.
Yeah, the gravity of the situation. So I know that's pretty tough. I found out about that because I saw Maj, who's been on the show. I saw a video of him, and he was crying. I was like, what the hell happened? Why is Maj crying? Maj Maj himself is actually a rapper. I don't know if you guys have heard that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I like him. I follow him. I actually really like his comments.
So I think it's coming up. Maj was going to be in Compton. He was going to do one of the events there for Black Guns Matter in Compton and all that. So I know everyone has different opinions on that whole thing, Walter. I'm sure there's some, I don't know if you want to voice your opinion on that. Or...
Oh, on that, his death?
Yeah.
I don't really have I don't know any details. I heard they probably knows his a killer. That's what they said, but I don't know anything else besides that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think there's video and stuff like that out there of paramedics trying to save him and all that kind of stuff. But it's a tough situation, and I know he's got a ton of fans out there and all that kind of stuff, but what's happening is, I don't know, man. It's a crazy kind of thing happening in the world, and I think we need to be able to defend ourselves, and at the same time, in situations like this, there's, lots of people have this whole no snitching policy. I don't know what you guys think about that, but, and then people don't want to, say, oh, I saw the guy, this is what he looked like and all that, but they really need to, people need to stop that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that just continues the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe Guzman says TMZ has the video of the actual shooting. I think he was signing autographs and taking pictures with fans.
Oh wow! Somebody came right up and
Yeah, he's not I think that two people got shot at the same time as he did.
yeah.
Because they came up. From what I saw, I think he got shot 6 times, 5 to the body and 1 to the head. So that was some kind of.
Holy hell, that was a lot.
Yeah,
They wanted to make sure he was dead.
There's I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of confusion in the world, and to clear up the confusion, people need to stop lying to themselves and lying to each other, and we need to get more real about shit, because we're not gonna solve anything like this. All these stupid, like, no snitching, and then there's lots of reasons why people need to defend themselves. All kinds of people need to defend themselves, including people, in my opinion, in the black community. But a lot of times we vote opposite that. We vote with the people who not only want to take guns away, they want to make it criminal. So if you have a gun, you are now a felon.
Or a magazine.
Or a magazine.
Yeah.
Or all kinds of stuff, right? Just accessories. We're living in a world where the ATF made an accessory a machine gun.
Or made a bolt action up or a rifle.
Yes.
Yes.
In your case, that's 100%
So
bullshit.
weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about that, Walter, for the people who were not here Friday, or you just you don't want to think about it anymore?
I just say we got the letter, and the letter says the same thing that the letter in July said, that they say it's a firearm. So
I don't understand how they classify that as a firearm.
Well, there's some open parts to it that they don't have definitions for, but they say that's irrelevant. That's what it said in the letter. So
okay. It's
So they don't
irrelevant
have
that they don't have descriptions. You're saying
they don't have a thing that differentiates between bolt action and semi-auto. There's a I forget. I'd have to read the letter again, but they said but they said that was irrelevant. So it's just like, well, we don't have one, but it doesn't matter. This is what we think. So and it kind of goes on the fact that a regular AR upper is powered by the gas from the gun, and a bolt action is the bolt action, and they consider a bolt action, which is weird too, because this is strange. That motion up and back is a bolt action. Well, I have news for you. There's toggle lock.
Yeah, they got straight.
There's straight pull guns.
Yeah, I got one of the Swiss rifles straight pull.
Smith and Rubin. So, and then I have a Russian toggle lock 22. So that's not in that same action. So, yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm just having fun with the switching.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not completely over yet, but we're probably going to end up, because they're not going to change their mind no matter. I don't think what we propose to them, I don't think it's going to do any different. So, and I personally don't. The only way something might change is if it was like there was a lawsuit and it goes to court and all that stuff. But that takes years. That doesn't happen a week or 2 weeks or a month. And in the meantime, what am I supposed to do? Stare at those parts that are sitting in my shop. So probably in the meantime, and there's people that are building 50 cals that are already putting serial numbers on them. So I don't know how it's going to change anything. I don't see how they're going to change really, but so that's the status.
Yeah.
At the moment.
So at this point, you're not interested in keeping pushing it, or it's just a thing that's going to be too expensive for you to divert resources instead of making guns.
Yeah, or making other things like stocks and things like that. But yes and no. Some side of me wants to do it. The other side of me says, move along, and go off and because one thing I don't like to do is spend time doing something that's not going to make any difference in the end, just to make a point. I need to.
But, so what about like overall? I mean, you think that this is where it'll end, or ultimately here we'll be looking at the ATF bring in the
Well, I don't know what's going to happen with that. They're standing by their things about their determinations with the with the AR and the way it's operated, and that differentiates between a bolt action gun. Yeah. It's. I guess if you want it, if you just want to throw money at it and see what happens. Hey, there you go, straight pull. Straight back.
Okay,
right.
Just show us that action.
Yeah,
straight back. Yeah.
I have one of those in the
I got the mag in. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. So Walter,
My daughter loves his rifle.
So the straight does not fall into their classification?
Well, if you read their thing about what they consider a bolt action that they gave to me, no.
That's my bad.
Okay.
No,
hey.
But it so I guess it does.
Yeah. What's up, Baby Johnson? We can't really see her. We can just see the top of the head.
I can see her.
It's totally Trey's head, by the way. So,
yeah, I mean that's like Gibson Fender says. You can just serialize them, sell them via FFL. Yeah, I can. At least another manufacturer's doing the exact same thing. He didn't have any choice because he doesn't have other products to sell. So it's either do it or throw your hands up. So.
And I think it's a different serial number, right? So it's not going to be the same, obviously, because it's two different firearms the person's buying now, right?
Well, yeah. Once you put it on a lower, yeah, it'll have something. I mean, we have contemplated making a lower that'll get around what they're saying an AR-15 serial. I could make a lower that would fit on my upper that would not be considered a receiver because it wouldn't work with an AR-15.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if we're going to start doing all that. It's one of those things where it's like, how far am I going to go to try to get around this stuff?
And you have to recoup your loss too.
Well, I mean that, and it's just like, is it really? I could just sell the upper with a serial number, and somebody else can find their lower.
That's true, right?
I mean that's.
Yeah. It's still going to work by the same principle. You can just buy it, and then put it on.
Basically, I mean,
you already have, right?
Yeah. Aside from the AR-15, everything else, every other firearm, 9 times out of 10, the upper is the gun. So, the lower isn't. But that's not the way the AR works because it just isn't.
So here's a question from Jafari H. He says, "Wouldn't that affect the Franklin Armory CA7?" I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't know.
Depends on how they want to define it.
Yeah, I don't see. They also brought up in the letter about how the upper mounts to the lower with the pins and the arrangement of that and all that, and they've had a lot of fluff in the determination that had nothing to do with the upper. They started like going over my lower, which I already knew was a firearm. There was no question about that, and just they compared the weight of it. They said it weighs so much more than the AR-15. It's like,
what does that have to do with anything? Functionality and weight doesn't matter.
That's what the lawyer said too. So yeah, there was a lot of fluff in it.
So it
was 12 pages long.
They have elementary schoolers doing the legal stuff for them, basically.
I'm not going to comment. Well, let's just say this: the legal issues we brought up when we met with them were not addressed at all. Because the tech branch, they'll just say, well, the tech branch doesn't do legal issues, like legality stuff about law, about what do you do if this is that and this is all these what ifs.
So what do you have to do for that? Get arrested and take to.
That would be a lawsuit. You would have to file a lawsuit and a judge would determine that stuff.
That's ridiculous.
Because the people in charge that are the uppity ups in charge, they're not going to make that decision because they're not. Mm-hmm. And from that whole letter, that white letter that came out, or that black letter, whatever the hell that letter was that came out a couple of years ago, remember that when they said that short barrel rifles need to come off the NFA and all that stuff, and people were like, yeah,
never gonna happen.
That was a boo boo on their part. They weren't supposed to do that. That wasn't a.
So what do you think? What do you think that's going to be ridiculously expensive to fight that?
You could spend $100,000 before your eyes blinked. I mean,
okay.
I haven't spent that much. I haven't nearly spent that much, but at the hourly rate, it gets expensive. So, You know, you could spend $8,000 or $10,000 real quick. I'll just say that. So without too much effort. So like I said, and people will only give you money and throw at it so long without seeing results, because people don't have the patience for it in this world anymore. So
yep.
Unless
you never recoup your money back anyway.
and it's nothing against the lawyers, but you know, he said he was like, you know, this has got a lot of crap in it, you know, but once again, are they going to flip on it? I don't know. And if I'm going to spend $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, I can spend it other ways and make more money with that money than I can.
Like serial knives and uppers.
Well, I can just sell them the way they are. That's no big deal.
Yeah, Gibson Fender says the easiest solution is just serialize them, start selling them that way. Lawyers cost too much and time's a wasting.
Well, they do, and then you never get your money back. I know.
Babyface, it looks like you're agreeing with that.
I mean, I've already had lots of people say, just put a serial number, I'll buy it, you know. So the only reason I haven't been selling them is because we were kind of waiting to see what happened here. But now that we know what happened, and I had a feeling that was going to happen, it's probably time just to go back to doing it.
Maybe we can do a GoFundMe account for you, Walter.
But you know how fast anyway, you know how fast it goes through.
Oh, I know. I know where that money goes. Attorney goes, I want $20,000 for a retainer.
Right,
that's his retainer fee.
Right, just to start.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to you for $20,000.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, it was what we've done already costs less than that.
You're lucky.
Yeah, and actually, I was surprised, to be honest with you. So I'm not complaining about them at all. And I won't use any names because, anyways, because everybody knows who one of them is.
Okay.
But one of the lawyers, that is. But because he does a weekly lawyer show on the internet.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to use the name because why?
Well, he might be on that gun collective thing.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with anything. Like, I mean, I know we are very abruptly moved on from that situation, but I know there's people on there because I put that thing up. They think that I'm like I'm attacking them or something. But I'm sorry, you're on this panel.
It's just like.
And I think by the way, some of these people, Walter, are telling me the same thing that I said privately. So one of the things, if you see it, you might want to talk to them about it and say, why don't you guys invite some different people?
Well, you know what they should do, and it should kind of rotate. One year you have this one, next one you have this one. Now you're going to piss some people off because they want to be there in front of their crowds. You know how that works. They got to beat the chest and the ego's got to work. Even though they say they're not, they like to see their people. Take the questions and all that stuff. But yeah, they should rotate around.
I think ultimately, lots of people tell me that they could do what they want to do, and people believe in freedom, and in freedom you could do what you want to do. Of course. The thing is, let's just stop pretending that it's some noble awesomeness, that's for the people when it's not. Like what you're saying with rotating and all that makes sense if it's if it's to help the folks out there who are on the content creator side reach an audience or talk to their audience they already have, or if it's for the gun guys out there who want to be able to ask questions of YouTubers and all that kind of stuff. Right. If it's truly for that, what you're saying it makes sense. But I don't think it's really for that. It's just like a self-serving thing. So
what's your favorite gun? What do you think about this? Whatever.
I mean, okay. You know what? I think there's some people who do. I know what you said earlier, that most of that is just people are just going for the prizes. I think that there's lots of people that I don't think that's true for everyone, because first of all, not everyone's winning the prizes. Right? We give away stuff here all the time. Everyone doesn't win that thing. So if you got a couple hundred people, everyone's not winning. If you have a couple thousand people, everyone's definitely not winning.
Well, I don't know how many they're going to have in this hall, but they said the first 500 will definitely get something.
You know what I think? And Babyface or Trey, you guys can jump in here. I think most of the people going to these things are going because they want to be able to interact with gun YouTubers out there and give them their support and ask them questions and all that kind of stuff. That's why they're going to do it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a complicated subject, and I think that you make good points, Hank, and I think it's a very difficult thing. But I mean, yeah, you're right. We'll just say, why isn't there a woman on there? I mean, I met some women shooters that are absolutely amazing shots. Where are they at? I do kind of agree with you on it. But again, yeah, it becomes complicated. So one of my events, we said, no sidearms. You can carry concealed. You can open carry. Just because I didn't know we were going to have a large event. They called me anti-2A. Wait a minute. I'm putting on this massive gun event, and you guys are going to call me anti-2A. So I said, that's fine. Wear your sidearms. If you pull your gun out of your holster and you're not on the line, you'll be trespassed on the range right then. And of course, we never had a problem. No one ever did that. But I don't know. It is an unusual community sometimes, and I do think you make valid points, Hank, and I do agree with you. Yeah. I just where do we compromise? How do we figure out what to do?
Well, once again, it's their party, so
yeah. I think that's absolutely true. If it's your party, you can do what you want to do.
They're not getting that space for nothing.
Yeah. At the same time, then let's stop pretending that that we've got like everybody is under the same tent and we all get along or whatever. Yeah, I don't think any of it is cheap or whatever. As I said earlier, this is a thing that's like Lola reminded me that it looks like it's brought to you by Barnauls.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so that's cool. That's interesting. I've got no problems with that. I mean, I know the Barnauls folk and all that kind of stuff, so they're bringing that thing to you. So I think there's somewhere in here a gun community promise that you're making to people. But whatever. I mean, ultimately it's a question that I asked, and I know some people got like feelings hurt and all that kind of stuff about it because you can't ever. People don't ever want to hear that some person who they really love might be messed up or be cliquey or whatever. But we all know that happens. I think we're all aware of those things. Babyface is being real quiet. Babyface, what do you?
Oh yeah.
Are you playing a video game over there?
No, it's because my opinion is not the opinion here.
I say we start a gun.
Good, but what's your opinion, Babyface? I
don't give a shit. If you don't like it, don't go. They're free to do what they want. I am of that opinion. If you don't like it, just don't go. If enough people don't like it, they won't have a crowd there and they won't put it on again. And the other thing you have to realize is they're trying to put on a show. And I don't agree with it, like partially, but they're trying to put on a show. They're going to invite the people who will bring the largest crowds. So there might be some really awesome like 2A women that are competition shooters or whatever, but are they going to bring a crowd? Like, are they going to bring the people there for to get asses in the seats? If they're not, then why invite them?
The most of the audience are dudes. I don't know whether or not it has to be competition shooters, but I think I think we show up to watch stuff.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that one particular person, but they're trying to find people that are going to bring the most asses to the seats. That's pretty much it. And I just honestly, even if I were attending the event, I wouldn't go show up to them because I don't like 50% of the people that are on the panel. I don't, and it's not that I don't like them. I just don't give a shit about them and I don't care about their opinion, I guess you would say. Like I have nothing against them, but I have nothing for them either. Like I don't really care. Right. And Hank knows how I feel about some of them because I spouted about it earlier.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't. Your opinion doesn't really mean much to me, so I'm not going to go there to watch. There's only a couple people that I, would go see.
Yeah. By the way, example. I see Rod Mills. We were talking about earlier. That always asked me about this. He's in the chat. So what's up, Rod Mills? Rod Mills is one of the people who always. Now, first of all, Rod Mills does exactly what Walter says. He goes no matter what for the prizes. The last time at NRA, I was hanging out with Rod Mills.
I'm going with you, Rod.
And he was like, "Hey, what's up? Are you going to this thing?" I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not invited to that thing." The whole thing with that. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm going there for the prizes." And then he was mad because he didn't win anything. So, but
a swag hound. That's what it's called.
So I'm gonna stand on my principles here and say I don't agree with diversity. Like diversity hires, diversity anything, just for the sake of diversity. Nope. It doesn't mean shit to me. You put the best people on, and I say we could probably argue that they didn't put the best people on the panel, and that's because it's a like a boys group. It's it's this in group, and I would argue that that's the case. But diversity for diversity's sake is stupid to me. I don't.
So do you think I believe in diversity for diversity's sake?
Well, it seems like you're attacking this from two different positions. One of them I agree with, one of them I don't agree with. The one that I agree with is it's a boys club that they're part of. You're not part of this in group, and you to be invited to this, you have to be part of this in group. And I agree that that's the case, and I think that's stupid. The other side of it is you're saying part of your argument is like we should do it for diversity's sake, and I think that's dumb. From almost a capitalistic standpoint, it's putting on a show for entertainment and to put asses in the chairs. Who's going to put asses in the chairs? I mean, I think if they had invited you and you were willing to go, you probably would. But there are other people that probably wouldn't. That's how I feel.
Okay.
So I think the diversity thing is stupid, and I don't agree with it. I think that, yes, this is totally an in-group sort of thing. And yeah, it's if you're not part of their clique, you're not going to be invited. And I agree with that. I think gun people in general are like that. There are in groups and out groups, and if you're not part of this in group, you're not cool with these guys, then you don't get to play their games, go to their parties, and that's the way it is.
Yeah. Rod Mills says he fell asleep the last time. Okay, so you don't agree? You don't.
Why would you? Please, they're not going to say anything that's relevant.
Maybe if there was one lady up there, Rod would be awake.
Rod would definitely be awake. I know that.
If American Gun Chick was up there, he'd be.
But
he'd be more than awake.
That's a good subject. You bring that up. Now, if they had a panel with half girls, half cute girls, and I have to say cute girls because, and just regular guys, half the people would say that the only reason those girls were up there because they were cute.
Yeah. Boom. Listen. Okay. So
you can't. That's your other problem. That's your other problem. Women on board and they're just gun buddies. So
right. So you can't please none of these people, no matter what you
cannot. Okay, let me ask you guys on the panel here. Who knows why I started doing this show? Do any of you guys know why?
To be with Walter.
Yeah, to be with him more. So we can make mulatto babies with big, massive craniums.
I gotta close my ears now.
Yeah. Do you guys know why I started doing this show?
I probably do, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean the reason so a couple of years ago, at the NRA thing, I started doing this show after that because I said, hey, if people don't invite you to their platform, you make your own platform. If you go back on the show, you'll see me saying that because people keep asking me. At the same time, there's some of the people who are on that panel keep saying to me privately, yeah, this is. Everyone on the panel is a white guy. I showed it. I could go back and show you guys. So there's people on the panel who say, you know what? Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like they do this thing. Even when they did their online panel, they were talking about how they represent the gun community, and people were like, "What the fuck are you talking about? The gun community does not look like that. In some aspects it looks like that, but that's not the entire story of how it looks." So that's, to me, that's the reason why I said what I said, and I asked a question. I never called anyone, a racist or whatever. I'm asking the question of whether or not they know some differing people in the gun community that at the NRA show they can have come up there and have people say, okay, let me ask you about this. What do you think about this, or what do you think about that?
The other thing that just kind of hit me as well is they're not putting this event on to hit to get into the hard-hitting questions. That's not what this is about. Yeah, to me, this event is basically a group of people sitting around having a beer, smoking a cigar type, but then opening it up to a bunch of other people to watch. That's, to me, what it is. Okay. It has nothing to do with hitting hard politics. It has nothing to do with talking strong 2A. It's about a bunch of dudes sitting around saying, yeah, look at this gun. Can you guys believe Beretta brought this out and didn't do like that? To me, that's all this is.
Oh, I don't know if that's what it is.
I don't think they have
every year they go live. They go live from that place, and there's people.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, but I don't
think
like
that. So.
I don't think they're interested in talking hard politics or having people put them on the spot. Anything like that. They're not into that. They're not looking for that. They're looking for an easy 1 or 2 hours of sitting down, shooting the shit about nothing. It's basically
with their fans.
Yeah, with their fans. That's all this is.
Yeah, I mean that's you actually get to see these people in person.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't know. You
Okay,
know,
go ahead, Walter. You're gonna say something?
no, I mean, would I go and see it? Well, probably.
Yeah. Who say is right. It's a giant circle jerk. That's exactly what this is. It's a giant circle jerk. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the
That's the
word.
exact word I was looking for.
Or a class.
Wait, who is it that said the word? Did someone in the audience say that?
Who say is the,
Oh,
was
who
the,
say
the-
said okay.
Yes,
All right.
it's a giant circle jerk. That's all this is.
A circle jerk.
Yeah. And that happens. That happens. Listen, I know, like I said, the reason why I started doing something myself here is because ultimately I don't really want to do that. I actually just want to talk about things. And I think a lot of times here we talk about things that, one, make us all uncomfortable. We talk about stuff that makes me uncomfortable, makes you, Patrick, uncomfortable.
I don't think they want to get into that. That's my thing. I don't think they want to get into things that are going to make for uncomfortable situations. They're not looking for that. They're looking for an easy 2 hours of shooting the shit.
Yeah.
So they're not going to invite you because they know that you're going to ask the hard-hitting questions and say, screw the NRA, and they don't want to hear that.
Or maybe I'm going to answer some questions honestly.
They don't want that. They're not interested in that.
Yeah. You know.
They're interested in circle jerk.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're going to play the biscuit game, and then whoever loses has to eat it.
I don't understand what that means.
I'm not. Google it, because I'm not going to
I
explain
don't-
that one.
I don't want to know. I refuse to Google that.
oh yeah.
Babyface. Go ahead, Walter.
No, I was gonna change subjects
Uh-huh.
a little bit.
Oh, you got to talk about biscuits?
No, back to my
Speaking of biscuits, I got your biscuit right here.
Where's all these thumbs up? Where's my thumbs up?
thumbs up your head. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Talking about biscuits in the booty. Thumbs up.
It's in the a plug. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna go on it.
Seriously, Walter?
Well, I'm not gonna go into my thing anymore. It's not. There's
No, if you
whipping a
have
dead-
something else to add it, man. That's why we're here.
whipping a dead hose.
Let's you know.
No, I was gonna say about these side charging uppers. You've seen on these, right? You know, AR side charging upper, right? Well, in a lot of places like New York, they just build the upper with no gas system. So isn't that a bolt action?
No.
You just gotta keep
Do
on
you
it.
want us to give you an answer?
And I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, so Walter, do you
Yes, sir.
want us to give you an answer on that? That's what I'm trying to find out from you.
Well, I mean, it's obvious. It is a bolt action.
Sure.
It's a straight pull bolt action.
That Hank, I hate to say it, but the 450 Bushmaster this weekend at one point was a straight pull bolt gun.
When you
Because
turn
the gas,
well, that was
the gas
the
system was off.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
the question we brought up too. If you turn the gas system off on a
Mhm.
impingement thing,
Hey,
isn't
that
it-
means my 9mm bolt action, or my 9mm is a bolt
Turn
action.
that gas system all the way off. It's
It's
a
a-
bolt gun.
yeah.
Speaking of that,
You know,
I mean,
my Reaper's like that. It has actually a closed setup.
You can click it off, right?
Yeah.
Kabam!
I-
That's-
Oh, let me just
So it
tell.
makes it a bolt gun technically, because you got to rack the bolt, or you got to rack the charging handle every time to fire.
Yeah, that 450 Bushmaster is completely uncivilized.
What did you just say?
It's uncivilized.
No way.
Yes, that's
I like
awesome.
it going in.
That
Check
muzzle
that out.
brake sucks so bad because it's so small. Those
It's
four-
awful.
Check out the
it
muzzle
kicks
brake.
you. It kicks you like a freaking.
Walter
mule.
wants us to put like a safety harbor muzzle brake on there.
Yeah, big old 50 brake on it.
I mean, that's already a massive brake, guys. Come on.
What's the thread pitch on the 50s? How big is that thread pitch?
That's 1" 14.
Okay, big. Okay, so this is not even close to
But
that.
the same premise, the shark
Yeah.
type brake. I guarantee you, it could lessen that recoil by half. Because you don't have any barrel length to create energy in. You're just feeling that heavy bullet getting pushed out the front with basically a shitty muzzle brake. I mean,
Yeah, it wasn't. You know how much I complain about Walter's little tiny hell pups and things like that.
Yeah.
I think this was worse.
Yeah, and just so
The recoil.
right, and just so everyone knows, see, this is what we're here for, so people can give their opinions. I never tell Babyface. Do I ever tell you what to say?
fuck no. And Hank knows.
Would
Hank
it
knows
work
bringing
if
me on
I
this
told you
podcast-
what to say?
Bringing me on this podcast is always a dangerous game. You never know what you're gonna get.
Okay, no. I thought
Okay. What about you, Trey? Do I ever tell you what to say, or do I tell you say whatever the hell you want to?
You never tell me anything. You just say we're going to go on the show, and I got to like figure it out as we're going.
Okay, and then what about you, Walter?
you have to ask
Even
me
if
that
I tell
question?
you, do you listen to me? No.
You did tell me to eat ice cream one time.
Yeah.
I have to tell myself what not to say.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
temper what you say.
That's the
I
problem
gotta-
here. Go ahead, Walt. What?
I have to run it through here first before it comes out of here, because sometimes it's not really very good.
I think it's really important because I think that, you know, in an open way, every day when we do this show, whoever comes on this show for 2 hours of their life, they're giving it to you guys. That's why I think it's important. And I think Babyface has a point that not everyone is like that. And for the people who want that, they can be here. For the people who want other things, they can go and do other things.
Missing
Gibson,
chat comments.
huh?
Tom penis
This is
and biscuits
some good
and
ones.
gravy.
Okay, so
Smash Shift says blink twice if a hostage.
Blink twice. Go ahead. Blink
B
twice.
Low says Hank is a tyrant.
Jafar said con penis and biscuits and gravy.
Yep, cock penis and biscuits and gravy.
What the hell? Where is all this? Where is all that coming from?
You're missing the chat.
The conch penises don't even have. That's not. I didn't start the conch penis thing. Okay, just so everyone knows, the conch penises is Rod Mills. That's not me. Gibson Fender says, "Babyface P. In this exact moment in time, we the Pro 2A crowd need the most diverse mix of human beings we could put together. In my honest opinion, I don't think you argue that, right, Babyface? I think you're.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that we should be keeping people out. I'm just arguing that
That's their party.
Not everyone
it's
has to
party.
do it. Not everyone has.
And literally, that's what that is.
I would
And
love
it's
to
hard.
get more people in general into shooting. I don't care what you look like, and that's sort of my
I
argument.
agree.
Diversity
More people
doesn't matter
shooting.
to
More people
anybody.
shooting.
Yeah.
The more people, the merrier. The more people we can take to the range to teach. It does to me. It doesn't. It's not about
Okay,
diversity. It's just about more people to shooting.
But we
Okay.
kill ourselves at the range. The ranges are terrible.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I went to 3 ranges and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're mean to me. And
Have
I'm
you-
not range already. They don't know who I am.
Have you ever
I
been
just
out?
go in there like I'm a regular person. They're absolutely horrendous to me, and I'm like, I could outshoot all you guys and not even think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been out to the Ocala National Forest Range?
No.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
heard
I wear my,
nightmare
yeah, I like to
stories.
wear my vest. I take my APC up there and drive
Yeah.
it around.
Yeah, you need. That's
No.
what you need to make sure.
I
you're
will never go to that range ever again. We were there shooting, and a guy just walks right down the range and sets up a target while we're shooting. I'm like, whoa, let me unload my gun.
He didn't
There's
call-
a guy
he didn't
standing
call
over
for
there
everyone
pointing a
to
gun
go
right
for it.
at us. I'm like, I'm gotta go.
I had a guy trying to sweep my brass out from under my feet while I'm in the middle of shooting. This old guy's like trying to sweep up my brass like under between my legs, like under my feet as I'm shooting. And I
What
was
does
like,
he want with
what
your
Give him a
brass?
biscuit.
doing? What?
Trey said you should have given him the biscuit.
I'm staying.
Yeah, Walter.
Why go there, babyface?
Walter's
Just come to
keeping
my
his
place.
biscuit out of this.
Come to my house and shoot.
Well, yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second once we get through all these things. I know that because Trey went through some stuff here. We're going to talk. Rod Mills is saying he has some stuff to add. Rod Mills, you know what? It's already a bunch of us. If you don't mind, because I don't really know how to use this software, obviously. So say what you have to say right here in the chat, and we'll put it in. Otherwise, I'm not sure how we're going to bring. Okay, you know what? I don't know how I'm going to bring Rod Mills in. So
You gotta add him to the call. So he needs to
I
get.
have to add him to the
Skype
call.
in.
He has to go on Skype.
Make his square the smallest.
Talk to
though.
Lola.
Make
Talk
him
to
the
Lola.
small square.
He gets a little tiny square in the middle.
Okay, the boss lady spoke. Around here, sometimes the ladies are in charge. She said, "Tell Rod Mills to say what he has to say, and then next time we'll have him come on, and we will say what he has. We'll put what he has to say on there.
Wait. In other words, she says, "Wait your damn turn."
Yeah,
Don't got time for that.
yeah. So we're gonna work out some things. Okay, We Run Gun says it's good to represent the gun community with diversity.
Yes.
Darth Mayhem says sounds like some socialist crap.
Yes, I was wondering what he meant by
Always.
that. Because he said that when I was in the middle of my spiel, so I wasn't sure what exactly he meant. So if he wants to elaborate, I would be more than happy to hear it.
Here's what I think. we
Look.
we need everyone in America to realize why the Second Amendment's important. Can we force people to do this thing or that thing? No. Do I believe we could force people to do this thing or that thing? No. Do I believe I could tell other people what to do with their own platforms and shows or whatever? No. No, I don't. Am I allowed to say what the hell I think about something?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
of course.
think, fuck so.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
You
of
damn
course.
right I could say whatever I want to say about it. And listen, I'm going to tell you something. If you think someone's saying something about you and you don't like it,
sorry.
if you know that it's not true, you wouldn't worry about it so much. But if you know that there's some kind of hint of something in there that really, really bothers you, then, I mean, maybe it gets under your skin, so
Well,
I understand
yeah, yeah. So nobody is that. This kind of goes back. This plays also with this thing about commenting on other religions. And there's only one religion that you can comment on now, and that's the guys that are not from the Middle East. I mean, so if you comment anything about them, oh my God, you're this. Oh my God, it's like, hello.
Yeah, I don't think that's cool. I think we should be able. I think we should be able to talk about this. And I don't know if you guys know this. And I think I probably said this before, but I remember I went to an event in Atlanta that Maj had, right, that he put on, and everyone knows Maj is trying to reach out. Specifically, he's trying to reach out to everyone. So I'm not trying to put that on Maj or speak for him. He's been on here. He speaks for himself really way better than I do. But he tries to reach out to the black community and get them to realize that they have the Second Amendment before they lose it. Yeah. So he had an event. He invited me and Lola out there. We went out there. We spoke to these people. There was a rapper there who was actually in that, what's the name of that boxing movie where with the young...
Creed.
Yeah, Creed. There was a guy who was in the Creed movie, a rapper from Philly that Maj knows. And the guy point blank asked me, this footage is out there somewhere. The guy said, okay, I want to know this from you. Is there racism in the gun community?
I think it's everywhere. I think it's potentially everywhere, but it's not. I don't think it's that huge. I don't know.
Go ahead, Walt. I'll let you guys answer.
Well, like Babyface said, it's everywhere, but I don't think it's exclusive to there's the gun racist.
I think that
comes with humanity. It comes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, everybody.
It's in society, right? What do you think, Trey? Is there racism out there?
I mean, there's just racism. I wouldn't say the gun community specifically.
Yeah.
I've seen it both ways.
Yeah. So that's.
I mean, it's part of society.
Yeah, and that's what I told the guy. I said, look, man, do I think it's institutional? I don't want to say that. I think it's like anywhere else. I think that there are some institutions that are run by people who are that way. I think there's some institutions where some of the people in there are like that. I think there's some people that are like that, and there's a lot of people out there that aren't. Most of the people who watch this show, who are my fans, who look at my videos and all that kind of stuff, fall into the regular category of people. There's more white people than black people. Okay, yeah. So that's one. But I've seen all kinds of people like watch this show and all that kind of stuff. But I said to him, that's not a straightforward answer that I could tell you yes or no. First of all, I don't think it's ever going to be no. There's always going to be someone who has their issues and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately that's the nature of societies in general.
Yeah.
There are always going to be in groups and out groups, and that's just how it's been forever. And I'm fairly certain it'll be forever.
It's not going to change.
No, it's not changing. It's the same way with violence. People say that we're trying to get rid of violence in the society, and humans are inherently violent. You're not getting rid of it.
Yeah.
It's not going to go away.
And I'm not trying.
They just find a better way to be violent.
Yeah, I'm not trying to change the world in that way. What I care about is I do care about the gun community. That's why I'm doing this. I mean, I wanted to stand up and represent. And since, first of all, I'm not the first black guy to do it. Before me was Colin Noir and a whole bunch of other people. Some of them we've had on here. And then but I noticed a lot of black people at the time when I started they weren't enough. Now I don't think there's still enough, but I think there's a lot more. I've noticed of all kinds of people doing this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that's a great thing because we need that so that when the world looks at this, they can stop saying that this is just something for the redneck old white guys.
Yeah.
And we could go, that's bullshit, man. That's not what this is for. You know? So, and in order to do that, all of us don't have to participate, but we have to try. We have to try to, if we can, if we know people out there, to show that this is not like a simple, straightforward thing.
You see Philo?
What's going
Philo
on?
says Walter looks like a racist.
But these Walters.
That's not even okay. That's someone's trying to be funny.
Well, that goes on. That is something. People say, well, he looks like a. You see some dude come walking up. It looks like, you know, he's all like, "Hey man, what's up?" You know, it's like you have preconceived notions about things, right? And you know, I mean,
again, that's the nature of humanity, and
that's our
how
humans. That's the way we are, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So now you get about that.
Yeah. But go ahead, Walt. Go ahead.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The missing.
I'm trying to fix the lower third, by the way, because Tyvin already told me.
the biggest.
So stop.
Like when I see Maj talk and stuff, he's going in the right direction, because that's one of the largest missed groups of people.
Oh hell yeah!
Could affect a lot of change in the Second Amendment stuff, because they somehow think that they can't, or it's bad, or they've been told by the plantation owners, the Democrats, that they're not supposed to, that we'll take care of them. And that's not the way it works.
You know,
obviously.
And you know what the thing is that I agree with Maj on, and it may sound weird and crazy to people. Like we were talking about Nipsey Hussle, right?
I thought you were gonna say it wrong again.
I said it right.
You said it right.
I don't want to disrespect that guy at all, because I never followed his music or anything, but I respect what he was trying to do, and we need people like that to say to the community, we're going to jail because we're trying to defend ourselves, you know, and say like, okay, we don't, you know, there's lots of people. It's not just black people that came up in gangs, right? All kinds of people. You're born into a neighborhood. You go through these things. You're trying to get out of it. But there's too many laws in America. Too many of the laws in America are putting people in prison and making what they do illegal. You want to get high? I don't care.
Yeah,
you should be able to do that.
You don't hurt nobody else.
Yeah, if someone wants to make money selling stuff to you so you can get high, it's fine by me. You know, it's not because I want to participate in it or anything like that, but you know, but hey, if I want to, why shouldn't I be able to? Let's see. Hold on. Let me. We got $5 from someone here. Let me put this up here. Morpheus W says he gave us $5. He says. Good job triggering them snowflakes in the 2A community. You know, go ahead, Walt. I'm sorry.
But like I said, the missed opportunity is not the white folks out there, because you know, but it's the minorities and the stuff that just never had a normal relationship with the Second Amendment. We'll say that. Yeah. With firearms and stuff like that. So if you can change them on that, and they get that freedom going in their head, then it's non-stopping.
Okay, you know? so then let me tell you this, because I know you guys haven't seen it. I wish sometimes you guys would come with me to the shows, especially like the NRA show, and see what.
I'll go with you, Hank.
That's where I see the people, and when I see them, they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" They ask me that. They're like, what's up with this? Why this thing or why that thing? And then it hurts people's, like, I understand why it hurts people's feelings, because before I started doing this, I was fans of a whole bunch of people here, right? In the gun community. I watched their stuff on YouTube. And then I started meeting those people. And some of them are cool and some of them are not. And the reasons why they do things, I'm sorry that you know, if I'm wrong about their reasons, then let them tell you why they do things, why they act like they don't know this person or they don't know that person exists. I'm not trying to do it for me. My thing that I did was I started this show and I started talking to people. I have all kinds of people come on here. You guys know there's people that have come on this show and they've had 10 subscribers. Yeah. It doesn't matter to me. Right, Walter? It doesn't matter. We help them get subscribers. We help people look at them.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that came on the show here that I completely didn't agree with, and all kinds of stuff. We get it. We get heated and stuff. I mean, go back and look at some of the stuff of me and Kevin Dixie going back and forth and talking to each other. And I think Kevin Dixie's awesome. I just think that what happens is if we need people to be inclusive, or if we need people to realize this is for them, then they're out there saying, okay, But I'm afraid that's what that rapper was asking me. He was like, "Are these people racist?" And I told him, "No. There's some people and there's things that happen like that, but that's normal. That's what happens in society. Everything you guys said is what I said. But then what happens when people looking at it see that and they go, wait a second, then what's that about? And so that's why I'm trying to have that conversation with people and say, just ask yourself, do you know anyone? If you know someone, then get instead of just promoting yourself, get those people out there and let the world hear them so that the world can see. The whole NRA thing, other than us being able to meet together and talk with each other, people are looking at us. When they broadcast that thing live, there's a whole bunch of people that can't be there around the country and around the world looking at it. And just think about that and ask yourself if there aren't any. I've met a whole bunch of cool gun people in the world of all shades and all kinds of sexual orientations. And it's all good. And I think we just need to try to do that because we're in a really tough fight and we're not enough. Nope. We need the rest of the country to realize that this is something for them and we're trying to keep them out of prison. Right. And this is kind of like, do you guys, I don't know, Babyface, you were born in the 80s.
Barely.
But do you remember like what happened in places like New York when they were giving people 20 years for a vial of crack? Do you remember that, Walt? Do you remember that?
There's all these like there's really crazy stuff, and it's like, you're okay. They're a lot of non-violent stuff too. They're not like violent criminals or anything. They're just people get caught with something.
Oh no, hey, they were given 20 years out for weed back then too.
That's crazy. But guess what, guys? Now you get caught with an accessory, 10 years, $250,000 fine. Isn't that just as crazy? And when they say for each one, think about that. If you're a gun guy and you have multiple triggers, multiple this thing, multiple that thing, multiple magazines, and people want to add time in prison for you, it's no different from that. So if we want to do something about it, we need to be able to talk to people and get them to realize that whole thing. So
right.
Let me see. Okay, there's a whole bunch of other stuff. Did you guys? I know this is kind of like a horrible story as well. Did you guys see this Uber, like this guy who there was a young college student that accidentally got into a vehicle she thought was an Uber? Did you guys see this?
No.
Yeah, I saw that. It was terrible. He raped and murdered her and dumped her off and then came back and they caught him.
Jesus. South Carolina?
Yep.
Yeah.
South or north, I don't remember which one.
Yeah.
And she didn't get in the wrong car. I think they said he was impersonating an Uber driver.
Oh God.
Yeah. Well.
So he had Uber signs.
No, don't quote me on that. I did. They said the wrong car, but then I swear I saw another article that says he was impersonating her Uber driver or something weird like that. So I don't know exactly what happened, but I did see that he murdered her, obviously, and raped her. So it was terrible.
Yeah, that's pass go right to the gallows.
That's not unusual, though.
Absolute death penalty.
Brazil's been doing it for years the same way.
Oh, there's DNA evidence. Your thing, boom, 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 right to the thing. We don't need a trial. We don't need no fucking trial. What are you trying for? It's like the dude here locally that threw his daughter off one of the bridges by the Sunshine Skyway, and he's saying he's guilty.
Like what? Like a baby?
No, like a 4-year-old or 5-year-old.
Oh man.
Yeah, this was a couple years ago.
Did she survive?
No, hell no. She drowned.
Oh man, that's terrible.
He's on trial now, and they're arguing about he was insane, and the court and the people examining him says he ain't crazy, but yeah, I mean that's just pass go right to the
yeah.
Right.
By the way, Walter, Kathleen Music Lover.
I think con penis and biscuit and gravy. He should have that for the rest of his life.
So you eat every day in and day out.
Yeah. Walter, Kathleen Music Lover is going to smack you upside the head if you don't answer this question, Walter.
Yeah, sorry, I was supposed to ask and I forgot.
Yeah.
Did you ever check the pull weight on your CZ75 clone? We shot the crap out of it, and everybody liked it, but we never checked it yet. So
I'd say 4 pounds, 3.5.
You want to take? I have a gauge at the shop.
I'll say 4 pounds.
Say 4.
Hey, is that a bazooka back there? Is that a law rocket?
It is a bazooka back there.
Yeah.
It's a Spanish one.
Are you talking about that
okay.
tan thing with the black tip? That's
No,
because
no.
if you're
Try
talking about
directly
that,
behind him.
it's
He's got a bazooka sitting back there. What is that? I can't see it.
Oh,
This is a Jericho 941.
Oh, yeah, I got the Jericho. I like it.
Yeah, everybody. I had it up at Hank's yesterday, and everybody shot it liked it too. So
It's a little heavy, but it shoots really well.
That's what makes it shoot so
yeah,
well.
it's really it is. It does really shoot very.
Yeah,
well.
I'm happy with mine. I got the blued one though. You got the stainless, nice one.
yeah, these came up on Centerfire a week ago, and in about an hour's time they sold them all. So
I believe it.
they were like
believe it.
they were like
I like
$2.99.
mine. Oh my gosh, that's cheap.
Because they're awesome guns.
They are awesome. I like mine.
Yeah, so there's
I'll
one
check it
thing.
out tomorrow, and
Yeah.
I'll report back.
We've got a video. At some point I'll edit that video when I stop messing with people on Instagram.
Messing with the foot. No mind.
So yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, it's like it. Yeah, So that's basically a big private party. A private party open to the public. That's what that is.
Yeah, no, it is. It's like you have a party at your house, and your house just has glass everywhere, so other people can come and just voyeur in on your private party.
Stand in the yard and watch.
Yeah,
Watch
just stand in the yard, watch through the windows. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Creepily.
Then be extra creepy about it. If you're gonna be creepy, be super extra creepy.
Hey, wait a minute. Hang on. Somebody's saying that Scorched Earth firearms training. Oh, that's okay. Walter loves conch penises.
Is that what Rod Mills wanted to say? Because
No.
Are you trying to start?
Walter's Ice, Mr. Ice Cream.
Are you trying to start a feud, Rod Mills? Is that
yeah,
what
but
you're
here's
doing?
the thing. I thought Rod was gonna tell us what he had to say, but I didn't hear it.
Oh.
Did he?
He's
did
got to
he
wait.
tell us what he had?
Lola told me he's got to wait his turn to get on
Yeah.
the show. So
Yeah, put it in or wait till Wednesday.
Yeah, can you just
Can we break for a second and talk about all the good April Fool's Day jokes today?
Oh,
Have you guys seen
okay,
any?
yes, yeah. Okay,
well, the
I'm gonna
Brownells was one.
Which
Yeah.
ones do you
What
have?
did Brad
The
ask you? I didn't see
minigun?
that.
What about the
The
McDonald's
minigun.
one?
The minigun.
How dare you?
I think
That
I read
minigun
one
was
about
real,
McDonald's.
Walter.
They
Don't
put
say
out
that
like
was
some
April
weird
Fool's.
hamburger. Now they're getting in
Oh.
trouble for it.
The pickle burger down in
Yeah.
Australia. Yeah.
No, I didn't see any of those things.
You know, the Brownells minigun thing,
And
right?
I was no, the
That-
Brownells
But they called
minigun
it
is
a
real.
delinking
It's-
device, but it was
is
a
real.
minigun.
It-
$125,000.
$1,000. We're now
It's
gonna have it
real,
in single
damn it.
shot.
It's real.
I wish. 125.
If it's not real, Walter, can you make it real?
Oh yeah,
Make it live.
You can crank it. You can get a.
we need to make
bulldog.
a 22 one.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Oh man, I got enough things to make. They're a lot
Let
simpler.
me see if I could pull up that for this.
Oh,
There's
burger looks
there's some
disgusting.
people out there who don't go on the Brownells.
McDonald's April Fool's joke about new burger angers customers.
What was
It's
what
like
was the
the
McDonald's
gross-
thing?
It's a Big Mac, but instead of Mac patties, it's just pickles. It's just.
Oh, I hate pickles.
So what is it
Oh, I
called?
don't
The
like
Pickle
pickles
Mac?
either.
What are they calling it? Pickle lovers, it's the news you've all been waiting for. We're super stoked to announce the launch of our brand new McPickle Burger.
Yeah, but they were complaining about it too. People are saying they have to put it out now
Oh God.
because they like pickles.
For
Okay,
for
let me
people-
see. Here, I
Yes,
can throw it up.
The Vortex one was pretty darn good. That was probably my favorite one. Did you see that one, Walter? And Babyface?
No.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna throw the
No.
pickle burger.
It was
up
the
on
scope you could
screen.
talk to.
There you go. Look, there's the.
It's called the Cobra. And you go, Cobra, schedule, come up 2 mils. Coming up 2 mils.
Oh, that's
Cobra. Yeah, what does the weather look like today? It's raining today, Trey, so do not go out and shoot. It would just randomly talk to you. You haven't shot in the last 6 hours. You need to go to the range. It was pretty funny. Look up the Vortex one was pretty funny.
That's good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, this is really good.
Did you see a Babyface?
It's the video, the Cobra. Oh,
Yeah,
this
the
is good.
Cobra. Look, it's absolutely hilarious. They did do a good job with it. It was pretty darn funny.
And something that's not so funny, it's not gun related. I guess the Chicago Bears this year are 100 years old. The team.
Oh, I thought they were older than that.
So they said they were going to change their uniform so everybody's number had a 1 in front of it. So if you were 10, you were 110. If you were 15, you were 115. I guess some of the fans are freaking out. I don't know.
Yeah, it is April Fool's. Come on, I wouldn't even believe
Yeah.
that.
I don't believe nothing of what you said. When I saw the thing about the BNT, at first I thought that was a joke too.
Yeah.
But then I kept reading and it wasn't. So
Yeah.
Google's introducing a new app for your phones that'll clean the screen. So if you get like mayonnaise on your screen, there's an app that you just tap and it'll just clean it off for you.
Okay. Right.
Spotify added a Discover thing, so Discover Weekly, where Spotify has made everyone's Discover Weekly playlist. At first glance, it seems like an unfortunate typo, but the contents of the playlist... Oh, it's called the Disco Cover Weekly, and everybody's playlist is disco songs. So if you go into your Spotify app, it'll all be disco songs.
Oh, my God.
Let's see. Cup of Noodles did a gaming headset with just cup of noodles on either side and a fork as the microphone. There's some good ones today. Roku came out with a dog controller, so your dog can watch TV while you're away. Lego has a Find My Brick app. That was theirs, that you can just like take a picture of a pile of bricks and it'll say which color you're looking for and it'll point out all the bricks that you're looking for. There are some pretty clever ones.
I don't know.
I like the Cobra one was pretty funny.
The Cobra was good. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why people do all the April Fools, but I wasn't even like I guess because I got caught up in some other stuff, I didn't even think about it.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I didn't do anything. Don't feel bad, Hank.
no.
Too busy. I did do one. I sent Walter a letter telling him he had to serialize his uppers.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, Walter.
We wish.
Oh.
We wish that was.
That was pretty good plan, though. Oh.
Yeah.
You started that one back in last July.
Yeah, that was right.
Playing the long con on that one.
Yeah.
So all the news that came out in the gun world, you got to be careful.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta read through them just to be sure.
Well, yeah, if you start watching the Cobra one, at first I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then he's like in the bathroom talking to it while he's combing his hair. I'm like, no, that's a spoof. Get out of here.
Yeah. So did the Army give the first submachine gun contract in over 50 years to B&T, or is that also?
The other one was the Army gave the contract to AK rifles. I saw that one today.
Oh, okay. But is the B&T thing true? Not
It's
true?
B&T legit.
Okay.
It is not true.
It is. Babyface is saying it's
I
legit.
thought it was.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
thought
The
it was
Army,
legit.
Army Times. The Army picked this subgun for security details to use while protecting top commanders and leadership. It's a B&T. So I think this might be true. I don't think this is an April Fool's.
We never know. We never know. Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Walter? You make some stocks for this. I think you had a couple of opinions the other day.
About what? Say it again. I'm sorry. I was reading something on the Farms blog. I was getting ready to puke.
About the B&T thing.
No. I was next time you go.
I know exactly what you're reading on the Firearms blog.
I was getting ready to throw up.
What happened?
What
What happened? Oh, I think I see.
Yeah.
I'm flipping through there.
What happened? What is it?
We're not going to talk about it. We'll leave it.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. So do you believe you think the B&T thing is real?
Oh, that's real. Yeah, it's real.
Okay, and then so what do you think about all that, Walt?
Hey, they made their choice. I don't think you're not getting much more than you would in the other one, but you're getting a B&T. So, I mean, compared
They came to the range and did one of our demos. They actually shoot. They shoot really well.
Oh well. Yeah. So does the
I
street.
imagine they shoot pretty well. They're at least they better for that price.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I didn't say they were cheap. I just said they shot really well.
Yeah. So does the street bog.
Yeah.
So.
What does everyone think about that lower third down there? So I changed the size of the lower third. So when it's just me, and then when I throw in Trey, and then when I throw in Babyface, and I throw in Walter.
So for anybody that didn't catch us on Friday, we're using a new software, and Hank is still messing with it.
Yeah. You are the test subject.
Yes. Friday and Monday were test days.
We are testing the living crap out of you.
It looks fine.
Right below the B&T article about HK cutting wages.
Truth About Guns or Firearms blog?
And on the Firearms blog. Just below the B&T picture there, HK is cutting wages of workforce in Germany.
Oof.
Yeah, because they don't have any business.
If they would sell to civilians.
If only.
Yeah, not be jerks.
Yeah, seriously.
If they would get the government in Germany to sell guns to their own people.
But I do have a P7, so I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is this thing that Brandon Herrera made the world's first AK chambered in 224 Valkyrie true or not true? Is it April Fool's or bullshit?
Is this one? What is this, Brandon? Oh no, where's this one at? I don't see
This
it.
is
That's
on the
below the-
firearm blog.
Yeah, scroll down.
And they're
a little.
saying, "Oh, this is not an April Fool's joke." Yeah. Oh, Lola's saying Brandon's going to be on tomorrow, so it better be true.
Yeah, he's gonna have to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder how the film's going. I bet everybody's.
Yeah,
wondering.
Imposter says he does not like the lower third with the split. I've got it situated to where you could see someone's head and through it. Do you want me to make it smaller? What's the, see, interactive, because I care about the peoples.
The peeps.
Yeah.
No. Anyways,
Really, Walter? What just happened?
I was thinking about the AK-224, and I'm just gonna keep my commentary to myself.
Oh, okay. You're gonna be on tomorrow, right, Walter?
I don't know. We got to talk about that because I got a ton of shit to do at work. And
Okay. You got to make some stocks.
I might need to stay and just push the button for a few hours.
Oh, okay. All right.
This might be worth putting out there. Palmetto State Armory has Remington the 500 round bulk packs of the Thunderbolt, the crappy little cheap ammo, for $15 for the 500. So it's like 2.5 cents per.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, cheapest I've seen in forever.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I didn't buy any ammo during the rebate thing. I guess that's over with. But yeah.
Who was running a rebate? Federal?
Yeah, they were running that. Yeah, I think it ended at the end of the month of March.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? While we've got a little bit of time here, let's go to Trey because Trey has not been on to officially tell us the news about Aries. So we gotta, before.
Oh, we get official today, don't
We gotta
we?
get official with this, Trey. You gotta tell us. First of all, tell us your journey, Trey. What was your truth?
I had a major journey. So dealing with my neighbors and had to deal with the county. So we wanted to increase the range size and do more stuff. And so we needed a conditional use permit, CUP is what it's called. And we started that journey with the county. And it was an interesting journey, to say the least. Many nights of not sleeping very well. But we wound up passing 4-1 in our favor.
Nice.
Had the stipulations put on us, of course, but nothing I couldn't live with. There's nothing wrong with making compromise with other people for everybody to be happy with. So I wasn't disappointed with any of the other things that happened. It was definitely a long road, a lot of attorney time. I love talking to the attorneys. You should do this, but you can't do that. But they're always wishy-washy. So it's always fun dealing with those guys sometimes. Walter, you know all about that, don't you?
Well, kind of.
So we are building
Go ahead.
now. We're going up to the next level. So we're building more on Aries. I just got done finishing 2 of my 25-yard telephone pole built pocket berms. You are in a 10-foot box full of telephone poles with dirt in the back and soundproofing, and they're awesome. I wish I could show you guys a picture, but we're going to build several of those. And then, of course, the range itself is up and running. We'll be up and running mid-part of April. We've been doing construction out there, building more stuff, adding more stuff to the range, et cetera, et cetera. So, obviously, like always, I'd love everybody to come out mid-part of April. And then definitely going to have Walter and Hank and Babyface. You're always welcome. Come down. It'd be good to see you guys. Have a little fun. We'll do some shooting.
Aren't you building a big pole barn or something like that?
Yeah, I'm building a big pole barn. That's correct.
Yep.
And we're building a few other things. And we're going to put in a skeet shooting area for competitive skeet shooting.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. And, of course, the long range. We always have the long range. That'll be up. And we're doing some modifications of that. And then instructor range, I'm doing work on that. Redoing the parking lot. We're going to we're gonna do crushed concrete in the parking lot and put in 2 roads instead of 1. So we'll have
no
2 lanes
mud.
of traffic.
Yeah. So wait a
What's
second.
that?
I could
No
actually
mud?
drive a real a vehicle that's not a 4x4 up there.
Well, yeah, pretty much. You can drive your Prius up there, babyface. It'll be
There you
Wait,
go.
hold on a second. Don't even start rumors. Don't even start rumors. Okay, so
It's
what about
been
the cows?
a interesting, expensive journey, needed to say the least. I've been on every major news network, NPR, all the major news channels, all the major newspapers,
How'd they check you on NPR?
like that.
They gave him the biscuit.
Well, hold on, no, like that. There we go. That's
Oh, you
much
got
better.
the whole biscuit.
Like that.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Multiple biscuits.
So now I have a question for you, Trey. A serious question.
Yeah.
Now that you've jumped through this hoop, are you kind of covered by that state thing protecting ranges?
Oh,
Isn't
I'm
there like-
well covered. I am well covered by that state thing.
Okay. There's like a state law or state ordinance or something like that about.
Yeah. And it's a very tricky slope. It's very complicated. Ranges fall into a bunch of really weird gray areas. And by getting the permit, it does do some protection for me, and obviously it protects the neighbors too. They do live out there also, so it kind of hand in hand.
Oh,
But
I'm reading
we'll say
Ritchie.
that the news has not been gentle to me until
gonna say-
recently.
We're reading Lauren Ritchie's post on the Orlando Sentinel.
Oh, Lord, let me show you what Lauren Ritchie looked like when she was talking to me. That's Lauren Ritchie, and there's me.
A full hand.
Yeah, but she's an opinion piece, so she's entitled to write an opinion piece.
Oh, is this an opinion piece? And it's
Yeah.
garbage. Clearly
And
garbage.
so
Anything
she can say whatever she wants.
yeah.
So we
anything
wrote a
that's-
rebuttal back, and they chopped it up and did whatever they want with it, and it was crap. And I'm like, what's the point of writing a rebuttal if you're just going to edit it and do whatever you want anyways? What's the point?
These events have turned weapons of war into entertainment for people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we were having alcohol-fueled machine gun parties every week, and I'm like, hell, where's that place at? Yes, you're out of your mind. So, needless to say,
Yeah. So it's all over now. Are you going to do a grand reopening kind of deal, or what's?
we probably are. We're probably just going to open it first, and then probably do a big opening. You know, I'd like to have all you guys come out. You know, y'all have all supported me, and it'd be good to see the crew and have some diversity at my range. So,
That was perfect.
yeah. What I'll probably do is we'll probably do like a little family-friendly barbecue. You know, I have you guys down, some other people down, and you know everybody that's helped support me in the industry and things like that.
We'll
So,
get some pulled pork for Babyface.
Yes.
oh yeah,
The babyface special.
Can't have the dregs.
Babyface is gonna come flying in the helicopter
The pork chop
that'd be
express.
in his American thong hanging off the side.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
boy.
got to be banana hammock.
Yeah.
Holding his dog.
Yes. M16.
Buckshot. We could parachute in buckshot then.
God.
We could do that. You can have him strapped to your chest.
I wonder how buckshot will think about that.
So
Yeah,
much.
no A10s. I'm sorry. We were disqualified for A10s.
Airstrike.
No, that's one of the concessions that
Oh
were
wait,
brought up.
that's really a thing.
Yeah.
You can't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they said that we do not want to allow you to have A10s do airstrikes on your range. I'm like, hey, first thing, an A10 will obliterate the range. And second thing is, if we could actually do an A10 airstrike on the range, it would have already been done. We would have already
It'd
done
be
that.
so worth it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What about
But
a
I
remote,
said,
what
I'm
about a
sorry,
scale?
it'll destroy the whole range. We're not going to do that.
Yeah. What about a scale down A10? Or no A10?
Well, maybe Walter can make one.
Oh, okay.
We'll make it have a Cessna, though.
But can you do any other fighter craft?
Did they
No,
specify?
I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. That's the Ocala bombing range, though. So the Ocala Force shooting range, you also have the bombing range right next door to it.
Yeah, those days are done at Trey's.
No, they're never done, Walter.
No more
It's just,
airstrikes. No more airstrikes.
No more A10 airstrikes. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pass on that one. What was another weird one? They had a couple weird ones. They wanted me to completely cover the whole range
Like,
with baffles.
With baffles, that kind of thing.
Yep.
oh, for
So,
noise or something?
Oh, no blue sky. Nope, no blue sky. Completely cover the whole range in baffles. I'm like, it's 100 acres. That's literally, I would have to cover the whole range in baffles.
That's
So
insanity.
they came to their senses, obviously, and said, no, that's not going to happen. Thank God, because I'm like, we're never going to open. I couldn't save up enough money in 10 years to get that much to put that in there. It's insane.
Yeah, that's stupid stuff. Let me see a little range history for Tampa. Used to be the police pistol range in Tampa off of Hillsborough Avenue, and they did put baffles in, and but the county decided they wanted that property to build a high school, and there was no baffles that were going to stop that. Somebody said they found a bullet in their yard, and it wasn't even no rifling on it, and boom, range was closed. And next thing you know, they built.
Yeah, they did that to me too. They found bullet casings in their yard.
behind the range.
Yeah,
right?
behind us, behind the range. They had literally ladies like, look, a bullet casing. I'm like, I'm sorry, we don't shoot those parts. Stay in the guns.
That is really crazy.
The cloud of lead that comes off the range and floats, defies gravity and physics, and floats all around the neighborhood. I mean, I heard it all. It was insane. It was crazy.
I wish I could have sat in on this. I'm watching like a video clip from the Lake County government meeting. There's some guy in a plaid shirt and an army hat saying something to you. It looks.
Oh yeah. We brought in some good experts. Everybody supported us. We had a lot of support. The 2A community did step up. I was actually pretty impressed.
That's awesome. I can see the locals. I can see the faces on some of the locals that live there, I guess, and they look like nosy. They look like nosy Nellies.
They all shoot though. That's the funny part. They all have ranges in their backyard. But that's Florida. Neither here nor there. It's done, and everybody had compromise, and we went from there.
Okay.
And so now the range is up and fully operational. Mid part of April, I'll finish all the improvements, and I'd like to have a little grand opening. Hank, it would be good to see you and Lola. I haven't seen you guys in a while, and Babyface and Walter, you come out. It'd be fun. We do like a little Barnauls thing. It'd be kind of cool, actually.
We might have to shoot some machine guns.
Oh, you shoot machine guns all day. No helicopters.
Yeah. That's what this article says. Can't shoot from helicopters anymore.
So you can't do the helicopter thing anymore?
No, I can't shoot from them. No.
No. Okay.
Honestly, it's almost like, hey, can you imagine if I went to the city and was like, the range that I moved in next to, I don't like it there, and I think you should shut them down.
That's what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Can you? Because
they've been there 8 months. I've been there since the 50s.
They're across the lake behind us, and on cool evenings or cool days, you can hear the gunfire, and it doesn't bother me. I moved here knowing that range was there because at the time I was a member, and it was awesome. I could go a block down into the range. Mm-hmm. That was well before I knew Hank, but.
Now you drive half an hour or 45 minutes.
Back to Hank's range instead. But it's like me going and saying, I moved into this neighborhood and now I don't want them there. It's like
it's like the people move right next to an airport.
Yeah,
that was next to an airport.
And they complain about the noise. Fuck.
I never complain because the approach is over the lake. When I fly, the approach is over the lake.
Yeah, I got planes. I live on the approach to St. Pete Clearwater. Do I complain about it? I don't care. No. Look, I like to watch the airplanes actually fly over.
You get used to it. It's like I know there's people that don't like having trains. I like the sound of trains.
I love sound of trains, Hank.
Yeah.
I like rain also.
Yeah.
And baby ducks.
And baby ducks.
And biscuits and gravy.
And I grew up in Far Rockaway in Queens, which is very close to JFK Airport. So you could see the planes. Coming in for a landing.
How about submarine ICBM target?
Yeah, can you do submarines out there, Trey?
Yes.
Submarine races.
Submarines are okay.
But only the ones with ICBMs on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, submarine races.
Yeah, submarine races out there.
Yeah,
we're going to do like
tanks. You can still do tanks.
Chuck Norris in Invasion USA will have motorcycles with rocket launchers on them running around.
Here's another one. This woman was complaining that the noise is too bad, and then she brings up the fact that there are people using flamethrowers. It's like there's no noise. The flamethrower doesn't have any noise. What are you talking?
Well, yeah, and all that was me. All the pictures were me. Everyone.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. And I'm like, yeah, America.
Yeah. So the Archangel wants to know about the NFA review. Is that coming up at the range?
Yeah, I already responded to him. It got moved to November.
Oh,
we had to have all the stuff for the CUP in place before we could do it. So I pushed it off because, obviously we didn't want to have any issue. But it will be in November. I forgot the date. But, yes, we pushed it off. Cool. Just so we can get everything in order. That's the right thing to do.
Adam actually sold me my first 2 suppressors, Adam and Dan.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
That's
Dan's cool.
everybody out
I
there
haven't
that's
seen him in a
NFL
while, though. I
fans.
usually see Adam. I don't see Dan that much.
Yeah, I haven't talked to them now that
He had a little girl about a year ago, and so he's been spending time with her, of course.
I haven't talked to them in a very long time, especially since I moved up here, and then Hank became my dealer, sort of.
Oh, your dealer. That's
Yeah.
right. How many
Yeah.
cans do you have now?
I got 5 sitting at Hank's place that I had paper on.
Those are officially
See him in
mine.
14 months.
Yeah.
It's $1,000 to put in the paperwork, and I just
Yeah.
haven't done it. 'cause
Walter, let me ask you this question,
You need to
Walter.
go, sir.
How
Yes, sir.
long can Babyface's suppressor stay over there before I can claim him?
Yeah, don't even don't answer that, Walter.
Hang on. Babyface is suppressors.
Yeah.
He is my transfer.
Yeah, I'm his.
Oh, they can.
That's OT.
Those
Yeah.
suppressors are yours until.
Oh.
I mean, technically, think about it. Somebody say, for example, somebody orders a gun off the internet. It comes into me and it comes in my books. That's my gun. I mean,
Why
legally, I don't
Do
care
you
who
see
pays
his
for it.
face? He's like, don't tell him.
I mean, until you sign that piece of paper, we do the 4473 in the background check. It's mine. I mean, that's what I tell people: is you never come back, I ain't hurt my feelings none.
Yeah, if you never come back, Babyface comes over there all the time for it. He has lots of conjugal visits.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that lady. Said the sound wave knocked her off her feet. The whole thing was interesting, man. Let me tell you, it was.
So they've been looking at movies where someone gets shot and then it blows
Yeah,
them
I was
back.
like, oh, that's amazing. We all survived. We survived.
Next to it.
The shockwave.
It was nonstop. Also, bullets act as laser beams too. Did you guys know that?
How does that work?
They go straight. Gravity doesn't affect them.
Oh, they go straight onto their house.
Yeah, that was one of the interesting things too. I was like, that's pretty interesting.
Where were these people
I
getting
was
this
thinking about shooting that
information?
satellite down last week, but
Where were they getting their information from, these people?
Google Chrome, I think, or whatever. Who knows? I have no idea. It was pretty interesting.
Wow. Yeah.
So, but yes, we are legit. I'm excited.
Congratulations,
and then I'm
man.
excited to have these guys come down. Hopefully anybody on the group can come down. You can bring down. It would be good to see everybody.
Yeah.
Hang out. You can bring some stuff. Walter, bring that bazooka out.
We'll do. You know what? I mean, at some point we'll do an event for people.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, and we'll invite people. Only the black people.
What do you guys think? Everybody think
only black people.
Stranger Palooza at my
No.
range.
No
Stranger
white people
Palooza.
allowed. Trey, you're gonna have to either
Oh, wait.
either put on blackface or don't be there.
Oh, God.
I got more of my half Mexican going on. Half Mexican.
No white people.
Okay, before anyone thinks
Come on,
that's
what do you guys
serious,
think?
no, we're not serious about
Stranger
that.
Palooza? Bangapalooza?
I'm on board with Stranger Palooza. Yearly event.
Yeah.
The annual
Oh
Stranger
my God.
Palooza.
Listen, I'd be happy to do an event or something, but we got to figure out who it's helping. So I don't really, but regardless of what you guys think, because I always want my name on something. I want to
Most
actually
of
help
my
people.
events, we donate money to charities.
Okay.
So I always pick a charity. That's part of the deal with the event coordinator. And so I say, okay, we're gonna buy body armor for canine dogs. This
Oh,
next
that's
event,
awesome. Yeah, I'm totally on board with that.
stuff like that. So we have a local.
We're not getting body
law
armor
enforcement
for
guy right
for,
now who's
for
going
neck
through a
bone.
lot with his family. His mom's very sick. To be honest with you, he'll probably be what I donate the money to, and people
Okay.
can actually donate extra money to that too.
Okay.
Neckbone needs body armor.
Huh? Yeah. Can you imagine Buckshot with body armor?
See ya, DJ.
Hey, what's
See
up,
ya.
DJ? If he does that for a couple of months, he might be Cog Diesel. He might be walking around ripped. Yeah, he's gonna look like. Have you ever seen those dogs that are really muscular?
You're like the bulldog.
Yeah, they just look like squares.
Yeah.
I think we should get him a grill for his 2 mission teeth.
Oh, boy.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's what we should. Yeah, right in between. Just
Right there, yeah.
Yeah,
those old teeth.
yeah. Just straight up gold. Pimping.
Oh.
No, Jaws, like from James Bond. Give him the Jaws teeth.
I think Jaws had platinum or something. No, he has stainless
Oh,
steel.
is that what
right?
it was? I don't remember what
I
it
think
was. I thought that was
stainless
steel.
Richard Jaws Keel. That's his name.
Yeah. Flopping Garbage says, I'm going to make everyone put on blackface.
The Big Dick
Yeah.
Willie Gun Foundation. That's
We'll put up flyers around the city and all the locals can see it.
a special case. He'll be the token Filipino Asian guy.
There you go.
Okay, we got that slot. We can cross that
So
off.
he's going to be on the board. We'll have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diversity across the board.
Yeah.
We'll have Special K right up on there. You know what's funny? Special K reminds me of my brother. That's what my brother looks like, by the way.
I
Anonymous.
don't think that's after the stories you told me this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't think
Without
that's
without all the tattoos and piercings.
and the vampire teeth.
Yes, and vampire life. I don't know if my brother is still. I don't know if he's still into the vampire thing. I'm sure I'm gonna get an email about this.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Don't get us in trouble.
I
Yeah.
didn't
What?
say-
Huh? Well, yeah. Walter will get an email too.
Yeah, I didn't say it.
Yeah, he'll get it. Walter will get an email. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I should tell that story now. I don't know.
No, not right now. We don't have enough time for that.
I don't think I should get into that, but yeah, but actually, I mean, he reminds me a lot of my. Even Lola was saying that he reminds me a lot of my, because I'm kind of like the runt, and everyone in the family is, and I'm the nice, peaceful one.
Yeah, you're the one that got no weird tattoos or nothing.
Yeah,
right?
but in the family, I'm the peaceful one. I'm the nice, quiet. Everyone else.
Is that the 223, Walter?
Yeah, it's the
Oh, let's see.
C93. I brought it up to Hanks.
Yeah.
We shot it. Yeah.
That's
Punch
really
list, flavor
soft. I know.
I got the
Babyface was saying
G3 paratrooper. That's why I was wondering.
Oh, okay.
paratrooper.
Yeah, those things are not soft. The G3.
Yeah. So the paratrooper is the one that has the retractable stock.
Yeah, the metal
Yeah,
stock.
that's correct.
Okay. So
Yeah, those are
I think
fun.
I've got one of those, right?
Yeah, and they are punishing.
Yeah.
I got an early 80s one, and I love it.
Oh, now that's worthy then because it's actually HK.
Real deal, yeah.
Yeah, but that's an
Yeah, and I
HK
got
one?
the really nice German scope of the claw mount, too, for it.
So is it 308? It's 308
Yeah.
then.
Oh, yeah, it's 308.
Okay.
I don't shoot pellet rounds.
Okay.
You shoot what rounds?
Pellet
Gun.
Pellet. Well, that's another part of why that one's so much softer, right? Walter?
Yeah, it's only 223.
It's
Yeah,
only 223, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
But even still, roller delay blowback is fairly soft shooting.
yeah. It's not too bad.
Yeah. What else? What else did we shoot that we can share out there with the folks that are out there? We shot Walter's Jericho. We shot we shot that 223.
Are you talking about my place or your place?
No, this week, actually, yesterday we were doing some shooting.
Oh, I saw y'all were doing stuff over there.
Oh,
Is that a Valmont?
Wait,
Oh,
hold on.
yeah,
Is this
this
one
is a-
Walter has?
This is a Galil.
Oh, that's a glow. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
Yeah.
That's
I
an
broke
old one,
my-
isn't it, Walter?
Not
Well, yeah, old parts kit on newer receiver. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, nice. That's gorgeous.
yeah, kind of get that battlefield pickup look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks
stuff
cool.
like that.
Yeah. Babyface built a Galil too. What happened to that
And
one?
destroyed it. Well, I
Um,
didn't destroy it. I broke off a 223 rim, so I broke the head off.
Case separation.
Yeah, case separation. So the case is stuck in it. I'm actually going to work on it. So I ordered the case extractor, broken case extractor for a 223, but I think I'm going to try doing the old school gunsmithing method of a little bit of hot lead. So putting a dowel rod down, a little bit of hot lead, and then tapping it out. See if I can do it that way.
Oh, okay.
You know the way I did it? That's extractor. You just pop it in, pull it right out. It's much,
Yeah, I have it on order. It'll be here Wednesday, but Hank knows how impatient I am. So. I also.
This is why most of the stuff. This is why most of the stuff gets.
Hey, no, there's another way,
in the first
babyface.
place.
I've actually taken a rod and you can get it down the barrel right on the
Right on that.
on the lip. You can tap it out.
I might
Now,
try that too.
It's hard. It's really hard to do because I've had trouble doing it,
Yep.
but it's not impossible. I've also seen people use cleaner rods with the brush. You stick the brush up past it and pull it straight out.
I've seen that too. I saw that today, so I might give that a go as well.
Yeah.
I also, for anybody out there, I'm probably going to do a video on it since there isn't a lot on the internet. But I
No,
bought
I did
whiting.
one.
No, not on that. Whiting compound. Whiting powder. Anybody know what whiting stock is? You put it's a powder. It's like sodium carbonate. And you mix it with acetone. You paint it onto your stock and then heat it. And as it draws the oils and stuff out of the stock, it'll soak it up. So we're going to try doing that to get the stock back to kind of pristine white before staining it and finishing it.
Cool.
There was one video
why
on
does
the
it have to be pristine white?
Did you see the VZ grip April Fool's joke?
No, let me see this one too.
Look it up. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. By the way,
I think I saw that.
we don't want to forget about this.
You open up the package, you make your own grips, so you put them all on a little plate. You stick it in the microwave, and then they pull it back out. It looks like brand new grips.
Is that like
they put like
those...
Elmer's glue on it too. They put a little bit of Elmer's glue. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Is
actually.
that one of those?
You can make your own grips at home.
Is it like a bright light? What's that thing? Is it called a bright light oven or? What
yeah. When you're a kid.
Light bright or no?
Easy bake.
Easy bake.
Easy light. Brandon, no, I thought it was light. I think it was easy bake. That's right.
Easy bake grips.
Yeah. Oh my God. So by the way, I don't want to forget about this. Tyven Show says he got his 410, Walter.
Yep, got his keg 410.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is the best 410. I'm just throwing that out there. It is the coolest 410 or the coolest keg.
Blue Bud, you're late.
Oh, someone's coming in now.
Yep. Hit the thumbs up, Moo Butt.
Yeah, we've got 128
You're
thumbs
late.
ups. I could see the thumbs ups on this thing. CB says East Bake Oven, but I think you meant Easy Bake.
And then he completely said easy bake.
I'm gonna do the thumbs up thing. What the fuck is that?
What are you up to, Walter? We're gonna put.
I'm looking where I can hit the button.
Oh, the thumbs ups.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
You got to put your own thumbs ups, Walter. Up your own.
Oh, there it is. 128. Holy cow.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well tonight. And we had a couple thumbs down.
No, we're at 129. Consider we didn't talk about shit.
I just hit the button. Oh, it's 133, man. It's growing fast.
Yeah.
Go ahead, 5. Do I have 5? Did it 5? Did it 5? Did it 5? 7. Come.
The more y'all hit, the less the ATF will mess with us.
Did we give anyone a schism out there yet?
A schism? A silly jism or a schism?
I don't know. Either one.
Silly jism.
It's all good.
Whose results of public school?
Moobut says I was at a lobster joint in Boston. I don't know if I said that right.
Boston.
Yeah, Boston.
Well, you didn't have to worry about getting shot.
What?
Ain't no guns in Boston.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, speaking of that, you hear where
Downtown. What's that?
Speaking of that, you hear where in London, I saw on the news, and I don't think this was April Fool's thing because it wasn't like in London they found somebody that had AKs and this, that, and the other.
I didn't see that. I know that. I think my brother was trying to send me email to like some place where they had a knife turn in, and then someone came and stole all the knives.
Did they really?
Yes.
Oh,
See if you can look that one up. I remember. I was like, what? No. I don't think anyone's gonna think. Oh, all the knives are in this.
Good night,
box.
Taven.
Oh, Tactical Toolbox is here.
Oh, where is he?
We're talking
Just
shit.
came in.
Oh, what's up, Tactical Toolbox?
Yep.
What's going on?
Also, Arm and Axes. Yes, we still have keg 12s left.
Yeah.
You just posted a thing about selling them,
Yeah,
right?
we talked.
Yeah.
We talked about the mag thing. I think Jonathan is out there in the chat. Shout out to Jonathan. He's one of the people that's in that thing that I posted, by the way.
I know, that's why I said that.
Just,
Oh, Tactical Toolbox?
yeah.
So Tactical Toolbox, for your information, you are one of the 4 that I mentioned on the Instagram post.
Oh, now you're trying to be nice. Yeah.
No, he was one of the 4. Hank, I said that.
Yeah, you told me. I think I don't have any issues with Jonathan. I hope Jonathan doesn't think I'm trying to say he's a racist because he's married to Walter. He's like your dad. He likes the sisters. He's got very, hey, I'm not mad.
To each his own, man.
So,
to each his own.
Can't let the chocolate go to waste.
I like beautiful women's,
All the beautiful women. He says, hard to type, I'm cleaning guns.
Yeah. Is that a euphemism for something?
I don't know what that's supposed to... Oh, he's cleaning the gun. He's coming out for Hank Strange.
Polish of the
I don't want.
What does that mean?
If
Is
Jonathan,
that like the biscuit?
if Jonathan actually decided to go after me, I'd be like, oh shit, because he is very into numbers. He's very exact. He was like, Hank Strange is coming out of this place at 2:22 p.m. You know, he's very. I don't know. What's the best word for that? When someone's very exact, knows a lot of numbers.
Calculated. Very
Yeah,
calculated.
So, Richard Hughes says, he said, okay, now Tactical Toolbox says, laugh out loud, is there controversy about the panel?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
Oh, so you just randomly dropped in here to check up on us.
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh no, is there controversy? Can you tell
No.
me about it?
there's not at all. Not at all. Walter started trouble today, but we put out the fires. What is that, Walter? What are you showing off there?
Okay, this is a you get those catalogs in the mail from a couple of knife companies, and they sell these Chinese stainless
Is that an
steel
Israeli one?
AR-looking bayonets.
Is that what fit on?
They actually work pretty well. I had to open up the hole to get over the flash hider, but they snap on, and they for like $9.99 or $10.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Definitely all right, man.
Walter, I just got an Israeli bayonet from my Israeli K98.
That's what you were telling me the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, those things are hard to find, man. I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
It's in really good condition too.
Yeah.
Cool.
By the way,
Is it the bolt gun?
Yeah. K98.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
didn't know they
Israeli
made
K98.
by the
It
way,
was a war reparation from the Germans.
I was about to say that seems like
They-
putting Hebrew markings on a K98. It's just like thumbing your nose.
Oh, no,
out.
thing's
they
not
actually
kosher.
washed all the swastikas off and put the K98.
Yeah.
Or David.
The Israelis didn't make any guns for the longest time because there was so much of that stuff around after World War II. There was no reason to make any guns.
yeah.
Oh,
And they
man,
rechambered it in 308. I actually use it for competition shooting. It
What?
shoots like
That sounds like the coolest damn thing.
dude is a tag driver, man.
With the
And I
sergeant
just
on it?
got a
How about
bayonet
that?
for it.
Yeah. By the way,
I
guys.
love it.
By the way, Tactical Toolbox says, "What's the issue with the panel? I've been out of the loop." You don't know this, but they invited Jesse Smollett.
Yeah,
He's
Jesse
gonna be
Smollett's
on
gonna
the
be.
panel. You don't know.
No,
about
to
this.
be serious though, Diane Feinstein's coming.
Yeah.
She's on the panel now as the next guest
I
to
thought
talk
it was
about magazine bans.
I thought it was Maxine Waters. Come on.
Oh, maybe it was. You might be right.
Oh, did you see that picture of her? I guess she thinks the thing with Jesse Smollett's okay that he got away, that he got off, And I'm
What'd she
like,
say?
He didn't get off. I'm surprised the Fed's not going after him for something.
They are. They're investigating. The FBI's investigating,
Well,
even
they're-
though.
they're investigating the district attorney. That's
Yeah,
what they're
the FBI.
investigating.
But you know what I did see? Okay, so I think there was an NAACP awards, which I can't remember the last time I watched one of those. I think the last time I watched one of those, my mother made me watch that thing. So I was probably like, I don't know, 16 or something. But anyway, so I think they invited him, and then Anthony Anderson, the comedian, wanted him to get an NAACP award, but he didn't show up. So Chris Rock, who, there's a lot of times.
I saw that Chris Rock
Yeah,
one.
there's a lot of times I don't like Chris Rock, but Chris Rock came out.
He was funny.
Yeah, he came out and he ripped him a new one.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did. That
that's-
was pretty funny. I saw that one, Hank.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Chris Rock said you lost the right, you lost the you, as to show how much I'm
Yeah,
disrespecting.
Jesse.
Yeah, he's not calling him Jussie anymore. He's
And he liked
Jesse
that.
now.
And he liked that curly hair and that white skin. It was.
Yeah.
I saw that one. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Tactical Toolbox says, who all is on the panel? I got a text from John at TGC the other day asking if I wanted to be on the panel, so I was like, why not? Aside from that, I've been too busy noticing anything. Don't worry about it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's
Keep
okay.
cleaning the guns. It's all good.
Oh God, Hank, don't bring him into it.
Yeah, don't get involved. Don't get involved,
It's okay.
Jonathan. You didn't see anything here.
This is
These-
this is not the
Yeah, these aren't the droids you're looking for.
yeah, this is not the conversation we want to have.
Yeah. Yeah, so probably Jonathan has no idea what's going on. So, okay, yeah, we'll just leave that where that is. Yeah, you're gonna have to check out my my channel, Jonathan.
Your Instagram.
My Instagram. Let me see. I'll pull it up here real quick, just for a couple of seconds before we wrap everything up. And
Check out the grams.
yeah, there you go. I'll pull it up. Let me see which one is this. Boom. There it goes, Jonathan. I did make a post about this. So I kind of did write something about this. You might want to check into that at some point. So there you go. Yeah. Okay, so what are you guys doing for the rest of the week? What's going on here?
I don't have any plans.
It's too much silence. Too much silence.
I'm working and building.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. Trey's got a lot of work going on. Walter's got to build stocks because he's got to make the stocks for the new B&Ts that the Army's getting.
Not for the B&T.
Oh. You make a stock for the... Okay, wait.
No, I don't. I do not make one for the
you don't make a B&T.
I make it for the street bog, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got to make one for the B&T, though, man. Come on.
I got to get a B&T before I can make one for the B&T. And I've been without no cash, you know what I'm saying?
All them attorneys.
Yeah.
Well, an ATF. But we're gonna fix that here shortly.
Okay.
But yeah, I would like to. I'm not against doing it. I just it's one of those things. There's almost so much time in the day. You know, right now I'm making stocks for the street bog, and I think 100 of those are already sold.
Nice.
Yeah. And we sold a whole bunch of HK RS type stocks since we introduced those on Friday, and we got to make more parts.
Okay, cool. So how can people get in touch with you so we can wrap all of this up so that
Facebook, Instagram, or you could do the old-fashioned thing, pick up the phone and call. The stocks are on the website. If you have any real questions, then call. Save some time. Let's see what else is going on. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that kind of thing. You know.
Okay, very cool.
That's awful. What the hell?
Yeah. So what about you, Babyface?
Baby_face_p on Instagram. I did actually put up a video on YouTube of shooting a shotgun, but so you can check that out. I don't
slam
post
firing,
much.
Right? Slam firing.
Slam firing. Yeah, I don't post very often, but it's there.
You know what's funny? I was looking the other day. You have a couple of videos that did over 10,000 views.
Yeah. So Hank and I were talking today that I need to set a goal for 10,000 subs, and I think I should.
Yes.
I think I should try to get 10,000 subs.
We can make it
and
happen.
I think I can. I think the content is I know what content people are looking for from me, and I should just do it. So
also,
I need a camera.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. You know, and I'll let the other guys chime in on this. You know, while you're not monetized, you could do whatever you want to do.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, if you don't care about it, just do it.
Yep.
So
exactly.
Do some stuff that the rest of us are getting videos demonetized for. Because
building.
You like building stuff and putting stuff together.
Yep, exactly. So doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. So everyone out there, if you're not subscribed to Babyface P, please go to Babyface.
It is just Babyface P. No, I think it's just Babyface P on Instagram, on YouTube. On YouTube.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Baby-Face P because that's how my face.
If you do a search for Babyface P, it's like the first thing that comes up now. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's the white one, the white Babyface P.
I don't know if the other guy. Well, no, actually, second thing, Babyface. Every time I close my eyes, Babyface Vivo. I need my own Vivo.
Yeah. You don't sing. There's a rapper also, so we got to sort.
You'll know which one's me, believe me.
Yeah, we'll be able to figure that out. What about you, Trey? What can people do if they want to support Aries Firearms Training? If they want to come out there and do stuff?
We're branding two businesses now: Aries Training Facility (ATF) and Aries Firearms Training.
I like it.
Obviously, you can go on Instagram, Facebook, the usual places, and find us.
That's a good
If you
name,
guys
right,
want to just search engine us, that's terrible, and it's pretty funny. If you want to just search engine us, and that gives us more likes and more views, we'd appreciate it. We are going to eventually do some kind of YouTube stuff with Hank and Babyface and Walter also. Looking at mid part of April being open, like to see everybody come out and shoot, have some fun, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I'll be on the show a couple more times now. I can actually come back on the show. I'm not inundated with everything going on over there. So it'd be nice to see everybody.
Yeah.
Training facility shooting at AriesTrainingFacility.com is my email. The same phone number as before. And we're still Aries Firearms Training online for Instagram and Facebook, but we are changing it to Aries Training Facility on Facebook. But if you're already liked us, you can jump on it. You love that, Walter, don't you? It's pretty funny. And
No, people are putting a bunch of crazy comments.
I'm sticking to the chat. Face P.
Yeah, someone said that baby face should drop the baby and be face P. And by the way, if you called it Aries Firearms Training Unlimited or Universal, it would be ATFU.
ATFU or BATF. I could put a B in there somehow.
Yeah.
Well,
Baby Aries Firearms Training or Training Facility.
I'm expecting one of those blue like law enforcement ATF shirts. You have the ATF and then you explain it underneath.
You know, I might actually do that. That's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
We want to do some shirts and different stuff.
Love
to see everybody out there like usual. Come out and do some banging with us.
Yeah. Do those guys have trademark?
ATF?
Yeah. Somebody.
They don't have trademark over the A and T and F, but they have trademark over their emblems.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you already looked into it, apparently.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You already looked into it.
Don't want to piss those guys off.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you wouldn't invite them out to shoot, right?
Yeah, yeah, Richard. I don't do anything at 6:30. I can tell you that.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna end this all here. I want to thank everyone for watching. If you're not subscribed here, please do subscribe. Ring the bell so you can be notified. You can follow me on social media. Make sure you follow everyone here. Aries Firearms Training, Trey. There he goes. Make sure you follow Babyface P on all things that Babyface P is on. Also, Safety Harbor Firearms with Walter. Safety Harbor Firearms is sponsoring the show, as you guys can see down below. Thanks to them. And everyone else that sponsors us here, Harry's Holsters, Franklin Armory, all the good people that sponsor us. Fort Scott Munitions that you can get, like, use the Hank 10 and get 10% off. So that's pretty much it. I am going to do the closing thing, and then we're out of here. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
And what is, I don't know. Boom. Yeah, they can still hear us, but
they can?
that's the ending thing. But, you know, you gotta wait for it. Here it comes. It's going to stop. Strange Radio. Peace. Out.
Stop it.
Okay, well, I think we're